Welcome to Underground Crypto's Deep Dive Show, X402 protocol tonight. Welcome in, welcome in. We'll get started shortly. Shout out to everybody who's already in the chat. Shout out to Orhan, shout out to Blues Guys, shout out to Miss William. Shout out to that one guy. Crypto Maniac in the house. Welcome in, welcome in. All right, welcome to Underground Crypto. Yes, I was saying things and you couldn't hear it because of the microphone. How's everybody feeling? How's everybody doing? I guess there's some colors in my headband that make it see-through, so that's fun. That's fun. Too much hair, all in the way. How's everybody feeling? Camsta says we cannot hear you, Professor. Well, I fixed it. You should hear me now. Loud and clear, hopefully. Just fixing these settings on OBS, and we should be good to go. I'm excited. Are you excited? We're going to be going over that X402 protocol. Yes, we've talked about it on the stream, but I feel like we could dig a little bit deeper. This is a hot narrative. We don't want to miss this one. We don't want to mess this up. Hopefully, Bitcoin can play ball. I heard somebody I didn't hear you. I read somebody say that, the rate cut did us basically nothing, which is true. It does feel like it did us basically nothing. But it usually takes a little bit of time, right? Rate cuts don't usually equal instant pump. That one guy says, let's keep that chat jumping today. I absolutely would appreciate that. Cryptomaniac says he's tired from work. I feel that too. I can see what most can't. Sounded good and looking good, brother. Thank you. I'm not familiar with that username. Welcome in. In the pinned comment for the chat, there is the Discord link. It's also in the description. Definitely check us out. And if everybody could just drop where they're from, so everybody can see where they're from. I really want to know where I can see what most can't is from, as he seems to be a new person in here, unless it's somebody else that we normally deal with who is on a different account maybe. And Garden Warrior says, what's up, Underground and team? What's up, Garden Warrior? Love to see you here. El Cheeto in the house. Don't know if anybody got a chance to check out the reel I dropped today, but if you could hit that like button at some point in the near future, would be very appreciated. And what do we have? Crypto Bubbles, where we always start the show on the daily. Top 100. Make that clear. Co-AI down another 20%. This thing is something else, man. $2.50 every time this thing gets low like this, and I think it's about to just die out and not be relevant anymore. All of a sudden it starts running. I mean, look at this thing on like the weekly. Less than a week ago, this thing was at $22. I don't know why they're acting like $22 was the high for that thing. Maybe in the last month. That might be true. On face value. Okay. I thought so. I thought I had seen that before. It's changed everybody's names on me, so your names come up different. I'm sure you can tell that everybody else's names come up different as well. How come the news that there might be a rate cut caused a pump, but when you actually get them, crickets? Because it's buy the rumor, sell the news, Camsta. Market manipulation. Yeah, I mean, the markets are speculative, so you could say they're always being manipulated, right? And welcome in, face value. Glad to see you here. My ZEC FOMO just got worse day by day. That one guy, I feel you on that. There's so many coins that we were looking at the other day. Speaking of that, let me grab my notes real quick, because I feel like we're going to need that. Now, the Prime Minister of Japan, maybe the real Prime Minister of Japan, maybe just a guy who used that as his username on YouTube. Not really sure yet which one it is, but he talked to us about Neptune Cash. Privacy coins are going and doing their thing. It is a privacy coin. It's new. It's hard to buy. I don't know. I think he might be on to something there. So we'll talk about Neptune Cash. Also, Dexter AI is an X402 coin that I'm looking at just because it's a super tiny coin. You don't need much to get some double ups out of that. So I'll be looking at that. And, of course, Pay AI seems to be the top dog in that niche. X402, really want to be all over this thing and not miss it. And we have the real Mr. J in the house. I tell you, I get so excited when I see everybody come to the stream who I'm familiar with seeing. It just makes me feel like I'm doing something right and people are returning, right? And that means I must be doing something good. So let's get into it. Trump up 16.4%. Is this the original Trump? Like, this says official Trump. I feel like they changed the logo or something. But is this the one that really, like, messed up everything when it came out? Is this the same coin? Does anybody know? Anyways, it's recovering a little bit, up to 850. Of course, Z Cash on the radar. It's a privacy coin if you didn't know. Oh, look at that. My grandma in the chat. Hi, Grandma. I'm not sure if I am on today, the 29th. Yep, you're in the right place. And I appreciate you being here. World Liberty Finance up 4.8%. So I could see, you know, that's kind of running in tandem with the Trump coin. This thing is down to 15 cents. Hold up a second. Okay, maybe that's not that bad. I thought this thing was started way higher than that, but I guess it didn't. It came out at 28 cents. So it's honestly not that big of a fall down. Is that right? Did it come out at 28 cents? I have it on the yearly, and it's definitely less than a year. Anyways, move right along. What's going on with the hour? Looks pretty similar, except we got Arrow up 1.5%, Quant up 1.4%. I know somebody who would be happy about that. Virtual 1.3%. Exactly. All right, so let's move in, do our quick little breakdown of the prices. Bitcoin 1,010, 100,010, 460. 3,914 for Ethereum. XRP $2.55. BNB 1,113. That thing looking healthy, up 4.8% in the last 7 days. XRP up 10.2% in the last 7 days. They pulled XRP down quite a bit. I did notice that. Solana 193. The two prices that I'm always paying attention here is Ethereum 4,000 and Solana 200, right? And we're just really hanging right under the cuff of that, right? Dogecoin 19 cents, Cardano 64 cents, Hyperliquid $47.78, Chainlink $18.19, XLM 31 cents, SWI $2.51, HBAR 20 cents, and Avalanche $19.66, to whom it may concern, right? Let's go take a look at what's trending. And guys, we are so on top of what is trending here all the time. Very unlikely that we find too much new stuff, but we're still going to look at it every day. Concordium. It's not a new coin. I've heard of that many times. Survey says, max chart, if I can pull it, February 9th, 2022. So a while ago, and look, flat action for a very long time. I like that they've started adding, and maybe we can see it better on like the monthly. See these little green folders? You click on them, and they actually have like news, right? So they literally show you when certain news things happen. I think this is pretty cool, honestly. They show you when certain news things happen, and you can see what pumped and, like, you know, what gave it pump. Like right here, you can see that was right before this thing had a little pump. Interesting. Just another metric, right? It's just another piece of data in our algorithm. I don't know if that's the right word, but, you know, we got the data. We got Julia Gonzalez. Hello, brother. Banker, I'm invested pretty heavy. It's been good to me. What do you think for the future? Are you talking about Banker Coin that has the X402 ecosystem tag? We got to do it right for somebody who just hopped in here. What's the ticker? BNKR. We will literally, this is how much we love our community here. We will literally stop everything we're doing. First of all, it's number 666 by market cap. I don't know. Is that a bad omen? It lines up with Halloween. Very weird. But I'm making jokes, guys. That's not really a big deal. Somebody's got to be number 666, right? So let's look at the max chart. Banker Coin has been around for a while. December 9th, 2024. And Julia, if you haven't, I would highly encourage you to join the Discord, where we have a great community always active and talking in there. But let's focus on Banker before I get sidetracked. $61.3 million in its market cap. Again, it's been around since December 9, 2024. 100 billion tokens in the max supply. 99.9 billion in the circulating supply. So this project is fully vested, you could say, very close to fully vested. We have a base contract address. I do like that about this project. Now, it has this X402 ecosystem tag, right? But I think we all can agree that this project was out before the X402 ecosystem tag was available, before this narrative was big. We're doing a lot of deep diving on this tonight, so we'll find out exactly when this thing really came out. But at the same time, I believe this project was out and operating before that tag was there. So it's not built off of the back of that narrative, but it does fall into that narrative. And we're going to go over everything that X402 is. Let's go to their website, though. We did look at this just the other day. I don't know if you've ever caught our other streams before, but I definitely have gone over this before. Oh, yeah, that's a good one, says that one guy. I will, brother. Thank you for the invite. Great show and information. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. We are grinding hard here at Underground Crypto. So trade with Banker, your friendly AI-powered crypto banker. So you could see why this would fall in line with the X402 protocol, because what it really does is it enables transactions, right? And we'll get into the details of it, but this thing is an AI bot. It's an AI something or other, right? It uses AI, and although you can use the X402 protocol for things like API, and there's other applications, right? It does quick and easy payments, right? That's what it does. But the application on agentic or AI, how do I want to say this? Agentic really just means AI, right? AI ecosystem or an AI agent. And so it just fits perfect, right? It really just fits like a glove. So let's see. We click give me some banker data and see what it does. It tells me I have to sign in. We had this the other day, right? But anyways, this thing is in beta still. The website looks pretty good. I do judge pretty hard on that. And if you try to launch a terminal, they really want you to sign in. How do they make you sign in? So one thing I see here is they want you to sign in with your email or Twitter. There's not a Web3 application that I see. I want to be able to sign in with MetaMask. I don't want to sign in with that other stuff. This is Web3, real crypto application. That's what I want to see. So I almost don't even want to give it like a strike for that, because I get it. But I would really like to see that out of something that is truly blockchain technology, that is truly AI, that is really Web3 forward and moving into the future. I really want to see that Web3 wallet connection there. It says Base, Polygon, Solana, a 0x and Zapper. It just has a base blockchain contract address, so I don't really see anything else for it. Now, you should know that X402 protocol was created in the Coinbase ecosystem, right? And so what can Banker do? Banker is easiest way to trade crypto and more. Banker is an advanced AI agent that can help you swap, research, and more. Seems like it even falls into what we call the intent category, right? Where you give it your intention, right? You tell it what you want it to swap, and it figures out how exactly you do that. So bridge and swap across chain. It's got some technical analysis features. We saw that with ChainGPT, not to be confused with ChatGPT. There's a link for that in the description if you're interested in using that over ChatGPT. Social sentiment. It looks cool. I'd really have to use this thing to know all that it does. But it says Banker earns USDC, always earning. Banker earn your USDC, always earning. That is written very weird, but that's not what matters here. 6.83 APY. You only get 4% APY on Coinbase. So I don't know what else to say about it. What's the Banker Club? Oh, this is the Banker Club. Just staking. Stake your banker, I guess, or do you stake the USDC? I don't know. One or the other. And it has a base app. Looked like they had a phone app as well. We will be digging into this some more. I just wanted to touch on it for you since you came into the chat. We got Bitcoin 3000 in the house. He says, hello, bro. Good night. Hopefully that doesn't mean he's leaving. Stick around. Learn about the X402 protocol. Can't wait to see all the faces in the Discord. Me neither. And if you don't know, Project Send Underground Crypto YouTube channel to the moon, aka live stream for a lot of hours on Friday. That project is a go. So we will be doing that. Shout out to anybody who can join us when we're doing that. I look forward to having our core group of people here who've already said that they could join us. I look forward to that a lot. Blues guy in the house. Is he just hopping in? All right, Blues Guy. Love to see Blues Guy. Definitely a big part of this community, and so many people, it's almost to the point where it's like too many names to name at this point, right? That one guy's been super active. Orhan's been live in the voice chat for like 6 hours, 7 hours. He must have fell asleep or something, but still super active in the group. Fartknocker, super active in the group. Armenian friend, super active in the group. Can't forget El Cheeto holding it down. So many, I know I'm forgetting people. Miss Williams in the group. We got Prime Minister of Japan in the group. Like, I just could keep going on and on. It's such an amazing community, guys. You guys are amazing. Let's move on, though, because we do have a show to run here. So we were talking about what was trending. And if you guys can't tell, I'm on one tonight. I am coffeeed up. I am ready to go. We had a 4-hour live stream yesterday, and it was so much fun. So Concordium, what is Concordium? Why does it matter? It's down 84.2% on the max chart. The 7-day chart says that it's still down 20%. 7 days, it's up 2% on the 7-day. And this thing just had a pump. It took a massive dump from like 0.029, which is basically 3 cents, all the way down to where it is now. That doesn't seem very bullish to me. That's just my personal opinion, not financial advice, as we do not give financial advice on the stream. Am I lagging, guys? How's it going? Man, this chat is running. It is hard for me to keep up with. So let's go to their website. Or really, it looks so terrible. I don't even really want to go to their website. Let's just look at the tags, right? It's a layer 1 DID, decentralized ID, zero knowledge. And let's move along. Is Concordium one of those projects that is like China-based? How you have like the made in the USA? I don't know. I think that's a good question for us to be asking. And Pudgy Penguin's already beaten it out for trending. Now remember, guys, this is trending. This is not top gainers, top losers. This is just trending. So Pudgy Penguins, a project I love to see trending, a project I really wish I would have got into. I was very close to hitting the button and buying some Pudgy Penguin, and I must have bought something else. I don't know what I decided or why I decided it or when I decided it, but I didn't buy any. That's really the takeaway for me, is I should have bought some Pudgy Penguin, because that thing went bananas. We have Akash Network, Zcash, XPL, Ethereum, Bitcoin, of course. Bitcoin trending, that's good, I guess. I don't know. It's so big that does that even matter in its price? Launch coin on Believe. So I see this Believe ecosystem in a lot of places. Now, I'm supposed to go through all of these before I start clicking on them, but I'm breaking my own rules. Cryptomaniac says no lag. I'm really glad to hear that. Yo, joined the group a few days ago and everyone is great. Really great intel from the group as well. Thanks for all you do, brother. Hey, man, I really appreciate you saying that and giving some testimony, because I know you're kind of a newer person to our group and ecosystem. I'm glad to hear you got in there and everybody was great. I'm not saying it for show. We have an amazing community. We really do. Everybody is super positive, super amped, and super hyped up. Don't have a lot of people we have nobody causing any trouble. And, man, it's just been great. So I'm really glad that you said that. So maybe somebody else who's new here will read that and say, hey, maybe I should jump in, right? So Launchcoin on Believe, aka Launchcoin, has rebranded itself to just Believe. Now, I guess they want you to believe that your coin's going to do something when you launch it on their launch pad. So 105.4 million in market cap, came out January 3rd, 2025. So this coin is pretty new. And look at this price action, right? This thing on May, let's see, when does it jump? May 11th, 2025 was at 1 cent. On the 14th, it was at 3 cents. All right, that's a little 2x there, but a 2x that quick that's beautiful. And it's given it pretty much all back, to be honest with you. So there's that. There is that. It is on Solana. They don't have a website, which I'm sure they do have a website. They don't have a website linked. So we go to the Twitter, and a lot of times we can find the actual website, because it can't be like a launch pad and not have a website, because that doesn't make any sense. So they want to make me log in. I don't want to log in. I don't want to have an account. on every single crypto project that exists, because we pretty much go over every crypto project that exists. At some point, we'll be able to say that, I'm sure. What are these notifications? Who knows what's going to come up? Oh, look. Oh, that's Bankroll. Another super active person in our community is actually that one guy, I think. Did I just dox him? I'm sorry, bro. And, yeah, and he even put this reel. Man, that's what I'm saying. Like, one, he reposted the live, right? That's solid of him. And then he even went and grabbed my reel and reposted that. Like, you can't make this stuff up. I don't know if normal community members do stuff like that. Like, we have an amazing community. So, what's going on here? It says, Blues guy, my brother, this is just the start of something great. We get deep in the underground. Dude, look at the chart on TradingView. It rugged today. Launch coin. Yeah, that's me. Absolutely. What rugged today, that one guy? What project rugged? Was it this coin? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. When I see the little chart action in the side, I'm so zoomed out because I have it on the max chart, right, that you don't even really see it. But if you look at like the 24-hour, look at that thing. And I mean, it literally, like, it rugged twice today. Like, it rugged from 8 cents to 4 cents. That's a 50% drop. Then it came back up to 7 cents and then dropped to 4. I don't know who is selling and shilling that thing, but it is gone. Makes me not even really want to look at it, right? Aster, if you don't know what Aster is, decentralized perpetuals exchange, DEX, whatever you want to call it, all the same thing. You should know what that coin is. That thing has been hot. Arc block, we went over that yesterday. So I am skipping over a lot of the coins that we've been over a bunch of times. If for some reason I'm skipping over a coin and you want to know what it is, and I'm skipping over it, drop it in the chat and I'll go over it literally just for you. Says, dude insane. Sorry, guys. Had a little chat with my teenage boy, Gurr. I'm sorry to hear that. I know that, you know, raising kids can be frustrating. That's for sure. I know I was probably pretty frustrating to raise. So I was a wild child. That's for sure. So fear and greed index 34. So we dropped from like 50 to 34. I love to see it in the fear. I love to see it in the greed. I don't actually really love to see it in the neutral zone, because that's a lot of times when I'm not sure what the heck is going on with crypto. So I like to see it on one side of the pendulum. Fear tells me to load up. Greed tells me to watch out. Not necessarily dump my coins, because I'm a long-term holder most of the time. But it definitely tells me to watch out when you get high in the greed. Not financial advice. So let's go take a look at what is trending over here on Crypto Rank. We really use all of the different exchanges. We were even using CoinMarketCap the other day. But just for the sake of time, I don't go to every single one of them, because, I mean, the very beginning of the show would be 2 hours. Sometimes it's dang near 2 hours anyways. It candled up to $98 on Lighter. Wait a second. What? $98 for what? I don't even know what they're talking about anymore. He just turned 18. LOL. He's a big deal now. Yeah, you know how that goes. I'm sure you remember when you were 18, Blues guy. How is Mount favorite people doing today? Or my favorite people doing today? Most grateful I am for that. That is for sure. Yeah, you know, man, that'll blow over. He'll get a little older and he'll realize that 18 ain't nothing. We all thought we were big shots when we turned 18. Or maybe some people didn't. I don't know. So, Lena, Meteora. Meteora is a decentralized exchange on Solana. It's not really worth bringing up. We used it to buy some of this VWA the other day. And one of the big things that I thought was odd about Meteora is that it like doesn't have a swap like itself. Here, I'm going to bring it up just for the sake of explaining this. Because what's the point of saying all these words and not showing you, right? So you go to the website. And maybe they've changed it now. So they have, it says we build liquidity pools, right? Liquidity providers, launchpad, and launches. Okay, well that helps me a little bit, because they're not focused on swaps. I don't know if they'll ever even have swaps, right? But they're already tied in with Jupiter, which is cool. So you can do swaps right here. It's just on Jupiter. Same way they have Jupiter built into like Solflare wallet, mini Solana wallets and stuff. Allow you to swap right in the wallets. Shout out to Jupiter for just making life easy. But anyways, it's not really a swap. It is more of a liquidity provider and a launch pad. But they've been around for a while, and it is very interesting to see them kind of finally launch a token. I don't know why they picked now of all time to do that, but they did. What's its market cap? 234 million in market cap. I'm sure a lot of that market cap was in there before they ever launched the coin. And I think it's actually held up pretty nice, right? It came out on the candle it came out on. Let's go to the 1 hour, right? Then I can see a little better. Yeah, so even in that 1 hour candle that it came out on, it ran all the way up to 63 cents, pulled back into this, 50 to 60 cent region, and it's just hung out there for a while, kind of lost it, and now it looks like it's trying to break back into that region. If you think support and resistance, it's a very new coin, but I think most people get what I'm trying to say there. Let's back it up. I said I wasn't going to click on it and go to it, and I did anyways. EVA Protocol. Now, I haven't clicked on EVA Protocol in a couple of days. Says, yeah, you're right, Underground. I was a pest, LOL. I feel you. It's a certain time. There's a lot of... there's a lot of testosterone when you're a boy pumping and you're 18 years old, right? We just kind of wild. I posted it in the Discord, says that one guy. Let's go take a look. Dun, da, da, da. All right, I see a few people joining the party in here. I love to see that. Welcome in to the Discord. Where did you post it, Bankroll? Oh, you sent it to me on Discord? Direct messages, maybe? I'm not seeing it, brother. Yo, Bankroll, did you ever get into the Lifer 99? Now I'm trying to remember if I ever messaged him about it. If I didn't, I'm sorry, man. But just let me know if you ever did get into the Lifer 99. Wait, Lighter is out? All right, we have to go look at that. A little bit all over the place, but it's a fun show. It's a community show, so we're moving with everybody. It doesn't look like Lighter's out. That one guy said, no, I did not. Lighter's so bullish. Scroll up a bit. Okay, so you didn't mean like you just posted it. Hold on a second. I'm trying to get this chat right on my phone, and it is just messing up. What is going on with my phone? It is being absolutely retarded. Alright, I fixed it. It's where I have the chat. Sent you an at. Yeah, are you talking about the guy with the X402 ecosystem stuff? I assume that's what you're talking about. I see it here. What is he? Orbital Library? I don't know what his actual name is, but it looks pretty cool. Let's go check it out. His X account here. Said, I used to host daily spaces. I'm bringing it back. X402 today we're introducing Solana automation and robotics, all powered by the X402 protocol. I cannot wait for this one. Just grab some dinner. We'll go live shortly after. See you soon. And when was that posted? Okay, so you can play the recording. It's already done. Very interesting. Yeah, that's interesting. I'm sure we'll probably go over that. I'm actually going to leave that up. I don't think we're going to listen to it live together or anything like that. So I don't know why they're saying in the chat Lighter is out. It doesn't look like it. I feel like that would be big news. I also feel like it would have came up on Twitter. Yes, so no token generation event for Lighter that I'm finding anywhere, right? At least. So let's go back to what we were doing. So EVA protocol, we've been over that a bunch of times. Co-AI, I mean, that thing has been a monster, pumper, monster dumper. Either way, it's been a monster for sure. He says, no, boss, I'm talking about the hype candle up to 98 article. Okay. I just scrolled up. That was the first thing that I saw. Okay. There it is. I see it now. And I will port us all over so everybody can see it, right? Let's go to the Discord. Minute to show off the Discord. Launch coins. So, wow. Okay, and then so the actual picture is looks like volume. Holy crap. 80 million to 162,000. Whoo, am I glad that I was not caught up in that thing. And just to show off the Discord for a minute, I'm just scrolling through. I mean, this is all from like literally, I don't know, the last couple hours maybe. A lot of stuff going on here. So that El Cheeto, is he's outside in the woods watching the stream? That's absolutely fire. But we got all kinds of different things. Health is wealth, GameFi, links that you need, trending coins, social media. That's mostly for crypto social medias and stuff like that. So for anybody who's wondering what that looked like, who watches this even later at some point, there it is. Let's go back to the web browser. I have too many things up. All right, bang. There it is. Fun being your own editor and everything. So it's something about lighter in the hype article, that blues guy. Yeah, so that candle was believe, right? It says something about lighter on that. Yeah. Underground, we booming, bro. Underground in the house, says blues guy. Yeah, man, we're popping. And I'm looking so forward to Friday's stream. We're just gonna have to find a lot of things to do, but I just gonna chill and hang with the community. Who knows how many people we might reach? Who knows how many people we might draw in to the stream? Also, what is it? The day before Halloween or something like that. That one guy says no hype. El Chi in the house. Yep, El Cheeto hanging out. All right, I'm just looking for a new coin. We've been over all of this stuff to the point where it's almost exhausting, and I don't want to bore you guys. Mega ETH, I think, is one to keep an eye on. What is the market cap of Mega ETH? Oh, that's right. It hasn't even launched yet. It's going to be another layer 2 on Ethereum. Yeah, Friday is going to be so much fun. And who knows? I mean, it's one thing to do crypto deep dives for 2 or 3 hours, but what are we going to find when we're deep diving for like 12? So my plan was to go live right after Lifer's show on Friday. So that's my plan. I could start earlier, but I want to be able to just I want to be able to be on Lifer's stream. That is one of my commitments for sure. I see this 375 AI is coming back into relevant. So it's trending. Has a $9.5 million market cap. Ooh, that looks like a cup and handle if I ever saw one in my life before. It's on the 1 minute chart. Yeah, 30 minute. Wow, this thing has not been out very long. Look at that. Look at that flag. Anyways, not a TA show. Let's go look at his website. I thought it was pretty cool. I downloaded this on my phone and I was going to use it, and then I had some trouble with the wallet that they wanted me to set up, and I said I'll do this later, and I never did it later. And then I stopped seeing it trending, so then I was like, I don't even know if I want to do it if it's not going to actually, get some attention. But it's coming back into attention, so maybe we want to actually revisit this. Miss Mellis says, oh, you streaming on Mischief night? I assume you're talking about Halloween. Oh, Friday is Halloween. Why did I think? Oh, no. I'm thinking about something totally different. I'm doing a fast in the beginning of the month. I was going to do it on the 1st, which is Saturday. That's what I was thinking about. Going to do like a hardcore parasite cleanse and a fast. But you actually, if anybody knows anything, I know Blues Guy has tapped into this. When it comes to doing a parasite cleanse, it's best to do it fasted, but it's also best to do it during the full moon when parasites are most active, which is actually like the 5th. So I got to move my numbers around a little bit. Anyways, that's not what you guys are here for. So this is all about the mobile app that they have, right? So designed with simplicity and security in mind, 375 Go offers a fun and gamified way to join the 375 AI community and contribute to its privacy-first AI-driven data ecosystem. It's like earning rewards, mining, however you want to think about it. You're not trying to solve a math equation like proof of work, but you are providing resources for AI. This is interesting. I'll let you guys know how it goes. I started to set it up, like I said, and I didn't finish setting it up. So I will kind of follow through with that and let you know how it works. Yeah, he says, bro, yes, full moon, but remember to take binders and expediters. Yes, exactly. Blues Guy is on it. I knew he would know about it. Okay, he said, hype candle to $98. This article mentions lighter. Sorry, really wanted to deep dive the article. All right, I mean, if that's what you want to do, we are very community first here. Binders, bentonite clay, activated charcoal will trap them. You are absolutely right, Blues Guy. I have done parasite cleanses before, but I appreciate the information. So you said there was an article. Or was it enough of a dump today? Do we still have to dump before we pump? Or was that enough? I don't know. So Blues Guy, thanks for that information. I'm trying to find what Bankroll wants. Is it the same article? You have a link to the X channel. Sorry if it's always when I'm trying to find something that I can't find nothing. So Feds confirm liquidity might be coming back. That was posted by Fart Knocker. All right, the CME hype. Okay, I found it. We'll pull it up, right? I really wanted to start doing a lot more news. So Bankroll, he really made sure that we had a good news article to go over. So welcome to the Underground Crypto News part of the show that I meant to do on purpose, right? Hype surges to $98 in 1 minute on Lighter Dex bot malfunction. Okay, so first of all, I'll say that like this type of thing happens a lot. It's data feeds, oracles, bots are tied into it. It just happens to be on a decentralized exchange. A lot of times they're not going to honor it, or they're not going to let you cash out, all of that type of stuff. So that's one thing I do want to throw out there right away. Yeah, and that Blues Guy always with the good health information. So if you have some health related things you want to ask, Blues Guy is the guy. So a trading bot malfunction sent Hyperliquid's Hype token skyrocketing from $47 to approximately $98 within 60 seconds on Lighter Dex today. The automated system aggressively cleared the order book. It's better than order book. It's full of otters. Forcing transactions through a market with insufficient liquidity depth before price crashed back down. Lighter team attributed the price spike to a runaway bot that jammed automated orders through thin market conditions, while the decentralized exchange removed the massive price wick from its front-end display to address chart scaling issues. Blockchain records permanently confirm the event occurred. One trader claimed to have captured $600,000 in profits during the brief anomaly. If you had your sell orders set at like $95, then it probably nailed them, right? So this guy who has a crazy last name, research analyst on BitGet Wallet, noted that the episode demonstrated how vigilant monitoring of marginal markets with bot activity can generate substantial returns. The trader capitalized on bot-driven distortion before market forces corrected the price imbalance. The opportunity existed specifically because someone was actively watching and ready to act. Maybe a little bit too ahead of the game, right? Did they know something was going to happen there? Anyways, it's really interesting. This type of thing has happened a lot, but it's a little bit different when it happens on decentralized exchanges. When it happens on centralized exchanges, they kind of control everything and they'll dial it back and they don't really honor the price. But when it happens on a decentralized exchange, I don't know if they can really have that much control over it. Kind of a benefit to a decentralized exchange. We talked about 375 AI. It's a pretty cool looking app. Don't know if it's worth your time or not. Oh, this went back too far. It says, guys, I have a dedicated page on Telegram where people around the world seeking health info. Hey, that's awesome. It says, not looking to make a promo here at all. No worries, dude. No worries. You're active enough. I know you're not here just to shill that. Oh, yeah, launched a big market cap. Thank you for going over that, bro. Yeah, absolutely, man. I don't mind at all. We are a community first, right? Crypto family. So, my dad is a layer 1 blockchain. Right, I'm pretty sure. I don't even have to remember. I'm pretty sure they say they're the fastest because why wouldn't they? Speed without sacrifice. Welcome to Monad. The L1 blockchain with limitless potential. Just waiting for the part where they say that we're the fastest ever. EVM compatible. Looks like they actually don't say that. So again, it's another layer 1 blockchain. They're still in testnet. They're not out yet. Could be great. I don't know. I'd like to see them very niched out into a very specific niche, kind of like how SEI is, SEI, blockchain. Because I think the days of L1s just pumping because they're L1s, I think is over. Too many L1s. I saw a launch pad where you could launch your own layer 1, and I don't like that. You keep that to the meme coins. Don't be launching layer 1s out here. All right. Looks like we are caught up on the chat. And everybody drop a 111 in the chat if you're going to be coming through the stream on Friday. Blue Whale, we've been over. Turtle, we've been over. Momentum, we've been over. If there's any of these coins you really want me to go over because you didn't see it, Limitless, we've been over. Let me know. Otherwise, we're going to kind of move along. I am going to go over this Piaverse or whatever because I've never seen this coin before. Piaverse is an AI TimeFi. Have we heard of TimeFi yet? That's interesting. On BNB chain, monetizing time as a real-world asset via bids, tasks, and Web3 calendars. That is a narrative or idea and a half right there, right? Piaverse is an AI-powered TimeFi platform on the BNB chain that treats time as a real-world asset. Cool. Enabling users to discover, monetize, and exchange the value of their time through decentralized market mechanisms like bidding, lottery, tasks, and challenges, bringing Web 2 calendars with Web 3 for verifiable interactions on fiat support. I wasn't sure what they were going to be getting at there. So key features include time plot infrastructure for monetizing attention and scheduling, AI-assisted personal time challenge for goal setting, habit building, calendar integration on Google and Outlook. That's cool. Alongside community event, DAO-driven governance to match up. This is a cool narrative, right? Is this something that we're going to start seeing? They don't have a website for us or a Twitter for us that I can find. They got $3 million from CMS Holdings. And with something like this, it could be big. It could be nothing. The market might be ready to do something with it. It might be way ahead of its time. It's very hard to tell. I think it makes a lot of sense, and I don't think that it's like too far forward thinking to be relevant. I could see a lot of different things that already exist implementing this type of stuff. They've raised $10 million so far. So that's really all there is to know about this right now, but we will keep an eye on Piaverse. So let's see who we got here. That one guy, El Cheeto. I don't know why I called him El Cheetah. Sourced and sold, the real Mr. J, Miss Williams. I'm just going to include Blues Guy in there because I know he'll be there. But how about Camsta, aka Fart Knocker? You going to be there on Friday? Awesome. Well, it's going to be a good time regardless. I just look forward to seeing how many. It's all about getting some watch hours for sure. But I look forward to seeing how many new people we maybe get, right? Because we'll be streaming at hours and times that we are not normally streaming. You think Co-AI has one more pump left in it, Camsta? I have no idea. He says, I'm here, baby. Or BB. But I know he means like, right, that means baby, right? Anyways, I don't know, man. That thing always seems to get a gigantic pump. But you got to know that, like, at some point, that's going to be over. Or it's going to pump up and actually hold its gains. It's kind of one or the other. I don't think that thing is just going to up and down forever. I think people, whoever they're moving it, they're going to move on to other stuff because the more they do that, the more people pick up on it, the more people definitely count on it, and they're going to wreck those people. That's how that works generally. All right, so let's go to our top gainers, top losers. Trending is fun. Top gainers, top losers is where we usually find a lot more kind of new stuff. What is going on with that? Oh, okay. It didn't do it. It had like a double space for jelly. So right off the bat, your top gainer of the day is only 42%, right? So don't get too hyped. The top gainer of the day on CoinGecko is only up 42%. Yep. Is there a reason it's so up and down? Is it actually useful? I have no idea, Camsta. I really don't. I never took the time to really get heavy into that coin, so I don't know. There was a Pudgy Penguin X401, I think he means 402, on MEXC, and it's getting wrecked. I'm sure it is because I don't know what the point of that would be. It seems like they just grabbed like the most trending thing today, which would have been Pudgy Penguins, and threw X401 after it. I don't even know what X401 is. The X402 payment rail and HTTP, like web addressing and stuff, has been around since like 1997. So the way that they're using it in crypto is kind of new and cutting edge, but like the actual TTP protocol is not new. Not a computer nerd, guys. That's just something that I've looked into. I could be a little bit wrong on those facts or something like that, right? I think it was X402. Probably. No worries, man. That's what I figured you meant. So 18 cents for Sapien. It is up 42% on the day. Max Chart says it's been around since August 20th, 2025. So this is a pretty new token. $45.7 million in market cap. A billion max tokens. But the circulating supply is only 250 million. So it is 1/4 vested. Coinbase contract address. We'll pull up the website. But I want to see some tags, and we have no category tags at all other than it's on the base ecosystem. Let's go look at the website. Actually, I want to pull up the Twitter too. Let's see how many followers they have. Orhan in the house. What's up, man? Orhan has been live in the voice chat for like 7 hours. I thought you fell asleep. What did you decide? Sleep isn't for you? Orhan doesn't need to sleep. He's our community bot. All jokes, of course. So Sapien, millions of minds creating quality data. 144.9 thousand followers. That's not too shabby. 25,000 impressions on the pin post from October 21st. That doesn't seem like enough. Honestly, the Hello Meme contest is in full swing. First, they're going to give 2,000 Sapien away. What is it at? What's the price at? 18 cents. Wow. That's a decent first place prize, honestly. Powering AI with human data. Sapien is a decentralized data foundry, turning collective human knowledge into enterprise-grade AI training data. So think like large language models and the type of things that you use to train an AI, right? We We have some very interesting things. I mean, you go from BAI do, whatever that is, a sail ship, which I have no idea what that is, ZooX, but then you have Toyota and the UN. Anybody else see that? That is the UN logo. Very, very interesting. Different by design, high quality vertical specialized training data at enterprise scale. This thing is not for retail. That's what I get from it. Doesn't mean that the price might not pump, but it's not really for retail. The people powering the world's best AI models. You can speak to an expert. The website looks okay. It looks very techy. I see what they were going for. I don't know. These things do not excite me. But that's because it's not really built for retail, right? They weren't trying to excite you. They're trying to appeal to big corporations and stuff like that. And apparently they've done a good job. Somehow it's tied into the United Nations. I don't even want to know. The Blues guy says, underground thumbnail, fire. Hey, I appreciate you saying that. And then when you say that, I think about it. I don't even know what the thumbnail looks like. I know I made it, but what did I do for the thumb? I don't even know. Anyways, let's see. What did you decide sleep isn't for you? There you go. Orhan says, Cryptomaniac with the salute. Love the yellow aura around. Oh, okay. Yeah, now I remember it. Thank you. I appreciate that. Anvil. This thing's been pumping for a couple of days. It's up 30%. It migrated from an old contract to a new contract. All-time chart doesn't look all that great. October 17, 2024, it made this head and shoulder pattern, and then it just did exactly what a head and shoulder pattern is supposed to do. And it doesn't look like it's come back. It doesn't look like it's coming back anytime soon. I have no idea why this thing is pumping. 81.9 million in market cap. Let's go to the category tags. Decent DeFi. That's all they got. It's an Ethereum ecosystem with an Ethereum contract address. When I see projects like this, I just wonder if the big group got a hold of it and pumped it for some reason. No idea why it's doing anything. Secured credit for any application in Ethereum DeFi protocol for efficient collateralization utilization. Collateralization utilization. They are just trying to put word salads together, aren't they? Universal letters of credit. Issue fully secured letters of credit backed by a variety of collateral assets. So it's what, getting you a loan? Transparent collateral pools. All right, I'm already bored. Moving on. And it looks like we're about to roll into our first hour of streaming. I always think that's the case. Every day another random coin. Exactly. Like Fancy. R-A-L Stottle, like R-A-I Stottle. Lame. Try harder on the name. I think the name is lame. 2,500%. So what is that? 10. No, it's a 25x. So a 25x is not lame though. August 10th, 2025. Only got $38 million in its market cap. Base blockchain. Let's take a look at it. It could be cool. I have no idea. Fact check news claims Texan. Not fact checkers. That's so lame. I don't like fact checkers. I'm sure most people who are in this chat right now would agree that we don't want no fact checkers. You fact checkers can get out of here. Yeah, because it's the thing with fact checking. It's like, okay, well, who says... Who are you running it by? Because you got to be running it by somebody, right? I mean, I guess you have like community notes on Grok and stuff. Like there is truth out there. Don't get me wrong. There is truth. But, and it doesn't say fancy. It says fussy. No thank you. If anybody's seen that guy who does those reels, no thank you. Or... up 23%. Or looks really cool. I'm not going to lie. I really want to try it out, and I just haven't yet. So $48.8 million in its market cap. It had a big boom back in July 29, 2024, and then it absolutely dumped. But its website is really cool. I don't know that it was Or's fault. So the way that it works is everybody puts in, and then that's how they mine a block. And so there are resources that are generated to do it. Like right now, there is about $1,800, $1,900, about $2,000 or 10.11. So it's going up, obviously. How much time is remaining, and then when this timer runs out, it's gonna kick out a payment to everybody. But there's this chance that this mother load up here of 1.65, 165.8 ore will be kicked out and distributed amongst everybody here. It looks like it's worth about $919. I don't know the exact in and outs of this thing. Where's Orhan? Orhan, have you? Can I give Orhan a special assignment? Can you figure out how exactly this works? And maybe, I don't know. I'm not trying to like obligate you to try it out, but yeah, can you figure out how this thing works and report back to us in the Discord? I would greatly appreciate that. Zero obligation. You do not have to do that if you don't want to. I always think that's the case. Every day another random coin. Yeah, we need to start one of those pump groups. Hey, I don't need the FCC coming after me now. No pump groups. Also, it's just dishonest. I'm not into it. There's a lot of things in my life I could have made a lot of more money if I was willing to violate my own conscious and moral standards, and I don't want to. Makes you feel ugly, man. The mother load, exactly. So we have Aura, 850 by market cap. Price action looks horrible, but let's see how long it's been around. It might not be their fault, November 17, 2021. Okay, so I mean, this price action is way in the past. I mean, all this was over by December 1st, 2022, and it's been flat since then. Camsta says, is it really illegal? I had no idea. How can you stop people from buying in something? So the majority of people who were probably involved in a pump and dump group, they're probably fine, right? They're not going to go after everybody. It's the guys at the top who orchestrated it. Like if I had a pump and dump group and I was the face of a YouTube channel and all this stuff was going on, I'd be the one who would get, taken after. So remember how they stuck it to the man with AMC? Yeah, I do. And I don't know all the ins and outs of that. That might have been a little bit different. Because the reason why they probably got away with that so much is because it was like there was a moral, not a moral, but there was they sold it on some moral justice kind of thing, right? And so I think that's why they let a lot of that slide. And who knows? I don't know if everybody got to slide on that one. So yield basis. And it was more because they didn't get together in a private group. They did it very publicly, and they just told everybody to go buy it up, right? So they could buy up GameStop and keep it from getting killed, And I think that's a little bit different because it was so out in the public. I don't know. Anyways, EVAA protocol up 15%. Trump coin, we talked about that. PQ Clanker up another 11%. I think that's at $119 right now. The Bridge, Melania meme pumping. That makes sense because World Liberty Finance and the Trump coin are also pumping. Maple Finance syrup. There we go. And AI Companions is the top loser of the day, and I'm happy about that because I don't think that stuff is good. You know what they're trying to sell you on. You know what kind of companionship they want to say. It's like just to be your friend, but that's not what they're doing. I think we all can infer what they're trying to really do with that AI Companions, and I don't doubt that it works. Like I don't doubt that people buy into it. There's so much of that stuff going on right now. People get real friends if you just want friends. I mean, I heard a horrible story about some kid who did what, the worst thing you could do to try to be with his chatbot, like in the afterlife or something. It doesn't even make a lick of sense, right? But young kid did something like that. And they know by the last messages he had with his chatbot, which was like one of those girlfriend chatbots, you know, not like a normal ChatGPT chatbot, right? Like this thing is designed to like, you know, just absolutely feed his ego and be like no female on the planet would actually be. So anyways, let's go to our topic of the day. And for that, I'm going to go ahead and sit down. For some reason, my hip's out of place. I got to go to the chiropractor tomorrow. I've been trying to avoid it for a couple of days. Give me 1 second. I'll change the camera. All right. Let's get that camera changed over. Probably got to update the window capture. Bang. And we're going to move into the X402. Let me get in the right place here. That X402 protocol. Let's go. Who's excited to go over this today? See, we got 19 people here. Hit that like button if you don't mind. And let's go ahead and pull up the X402 category tag here so that we can refer back to that in just a minute. Hasn't changed a whole lot. Pay AI no longer the big boy here. Down to 25 million. Got sold off. Ping I don't think is worth even looking at, but we see Flock and Banker Coin doing really well. Blues guy, I don't know about that. I'm not a fan of yoga, but we could talk about that in the voice chat. Let me see. Here we are. This is what I want. All right. Too many tabs open. So what is X402? At its core, X402 is an open payment protocol built around the HTTP status code 402 payment required. The idea is that a web request can trigger a payment requirement. The payment executed via blockchain or crypto, and once settled, the resource is delivered. The protocol is explicitly chain agnostic and token agnostic, though often stablecoins like USD coin or USDC are assumed, meaning it is designed to work with any blockchain or any token scheme, meaning you don't have to use a stablecoin, right? You could use any coin as payment. It targets use case where human apps and AI agents request resource, APIs, data, content, or compute, and must pay on the spot without traditional friction of registrations, API keys, subscriptions, or intermediary billing systems. So this is quick and straight to the point. So the key selling point is there's no merchants, control fees by protocol specification, instant settlement, blockchain speed rather than T+2. Not sure what that is. Minimal integration, one line of middleware for servers. Why this matters, right? This transforms the payment model for the web. Instead of sign up, get an API key, pay monthly, it becomes request resource, pay exactly for what you use, get results, and enable autonomous agents, aka software, to manage that payment flow. So here's a big takeaway too, right? You pay exactly what you use for. So using this X402 protocol, you can get far more dialed into like not paying like a certain amount, a monthly amount just for access in general, but actually kind of nickel and diming your way in there to where you're only paying for the transaction, like you're only paying for when you're using it at the time that you're using it, really changing a lot of the models, but probably saving you a lot of money. So I got to get my pen out to take notes, right? So that is, I think, very bullish, because then you can get really dialed in, and like if I'm using, say there's a website and normally you'd pay $50 a month to use the website, but through X402 protocol, it's broken down that the little transactions I'm doing is really like, you know, $8 worth of transactions. Well, then I can just pay the $8. and not have to pay $50, which is super useful. So how it started and the timeline, right? So I thought this was interesting because this went in a little bit more in depth than what we went over previously. So the protocol was introduced by Coinbase developer platform on May 6, 2025, with a public announcement describing X402 as internet native payment over HTTP. So the white paper was published at the same time under the title X402, hence how we got the, name for the narrative, an open standard for internet native payment. The GitHub repo outlined the technical specs, version 1 payment flow, data types, this is techie stuff here. In December 2025, Cloudflare published a blog post announcing the launch of an X402 foundation in collaboration with Coinbase to standardize the protocol and accelerate adoption, which seems like it worked. Recent usage metrics shows explosive growth. So I think this is really important because as we are speculating and betting on a narrative blowing up and taking over, one of the main things I like here is it has real use case. Like there is real use case here. Put an emoji in the chat if you understand what I've said so far and you understand why these metrics of explosive growth really back up that this is more than just hype, right? That this is actual use case and it's probably going to get picked up and adopted into all kinds of different stuff. So metric shows explosive growth and transaction volume. One source reported a 4,300% weekly growth and a 957,000 transactions in a referenced week. That's a lot of transactions. So timeline quick view. May 25th, it launched with a white paper. Summer of 2025, developer tools and early integration. September 2025 foundation infrastructure push. October late 2025 metric usage and ecosystem tracking began. So so far we have two people that understand what I'm saying. All right. Well, we'll just have to keep raising that crypto IQ. Everybody hang in there. So here's a step-by-step of the protocol flow with important technical notes based on documents. So client request, a client, human, wallet, or AI agent, doesn't really matter, issues an HTTP request to a resource server for a paid resource. So a client, right, whether they're a human or an AI agent, is trying to access a paid resource, right? So this resource is behind paid value or paywall, and it issues that HTTP request, and the server responds with a 402 payment required. The server returns status code 402 plus a JSON object list payment requirement, the amount, what the asset is, what network it's on, the wallet address, and a description. You get it? Client constructs payment payload. Based on payment requirement, the client creates a payment load, signed transaction or authorization using a wallet. So then they'll basically sign in their wallet, giving it permission to go ahead and do that. Let's see. Server verifies payment. So then the server either locally verifies the payment or calls out to facilitators, optional, which handle the verification/settlement. Settlement on the blockchain. So once it's all verified, payment is settled on the blockchain, client or the merchant via the facilitator. The server may respond with an X payment response header containing settlement details. Resource delivered. Upon confirmation, the server issues a 200 OK with the requested resource. So basically, a transaction went through, right? From beginning to end, that's how the transaction works. Underground, time for gratitude. I'm sure I speak for everyone. We blessed and we are, I think he means, we are blessed and grateful for this growing community and for Underground, a man of the underground crypto IQ full. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. Always gratitude. Everybody could definitely learn a thing from Blues Guy. You know what I mean? Because gratitude is super important. That one guy says, I'm back in my office now, was watching on the big screen for a sec. Oh, he's probably to his notepad. Loving the deep dive. Thank you. I'm up $2 on Co-AI. Bought the dip. I'm gonna be rich. Hey, you might come up on that thing. When I see that thing pump, I'm gonna be thinking of Camsta. Or should I say Fart Knocker? Anyway, so let's move on. We just went over how, like, when I said we were going to dive deeper into this and we were going to talk more about how the thing actually worked, we just went through, maybe a little techie is what it is, but we just literally went through exactly how the X402 works. And I'm going to actually circle back to this later, like we were in the Joe Biden era again. We will circle back to this. Like Jean-Pierre, we're going to circle back to this in a minute and go over it again. But I want to put some space in between it, right? El Cheeto, thank you for dropping that comment and telling me that you are picking up what I am putting down. So key technical features worth noting to your audience. Oh, how nice of you. Middleware integration. So the server side can integrate with one line of code or configuration to support X402. My takeaway from a lot of the stuff I've looked at is that this X402, one, has been around for a long time, and two, is very simple, right? It's not a whole bunch of complicated stuff. It's very simple, and I think that's what makes it work so well. So facilitator model. For servers to avoid building full blockchain infrastructures, facilitators services exist to verify and settle payment. This lowers friction. And extensible schemes. So the spec refers to schemes, how payments move is what schemes mean, how payments move, and supports multiple schemes. So future evolution, pay per token up to whatever amount is already built in. Stablecoin usage. So this document highlights stablecoin USDC for predictability and low volatility in micropayments. Another way that you will hear this referred to is micropayments. And micropayments can mean a lot of different things, right? HTTP native. Because it uses the HTTP status code and header, it plugs into existing web infrastructure easily, right? Because isn't HTTP at the beginning of like every website that you put in? They hide it a lot of times now. They have a Web 2 abstraction, if you follow me with the word there that we've been talking about in crypto. But they've abstracted in a lot of ways. If you just look at this website up here, you will see that they don't have the HTTP in front of it, but it's there. It's there on the back end, trust me. And doesn't require reinventing the stack. I don't know why I want to say reinvesting so bad, but basically you don't have to reinvent anything. HTTP is how the internet already works. Ecosystem and early adopters. So key adopters, ecosystem players, Coinbase developer platform, creator and maintainer of spec, offers doc, GitHub, repo, and deving tools. It's a little bit techy, guys, but follow along as best that you can. Cloudflare. In their blog, they outline support for X402 in their web infrastructure and co-launch of the foundation. So it was Cloudflare in conjunction with Coinbase that launched this X402 foundation. All right, I see a new name in the chat. It says 1722. I don't know how to say your actual name, but he says X402. Thanks for dropping a comment. There is a link to the description, both pinned in, or to the Discord in the description, if you really want to check out the community. But either way, I appreciate it if you'd hit that like button. So chains and networks. While chain agnostic, some chains projects are early. So Cardano reports indicated Cardano via founder Charles Hoskin is integrating X402 for autonomous agent payments on Cardano chain. So Cardano's integrating, right? That Project Pay AI was all about integrating this into Solana. So we see integrations are going to happen everywhere. I'm telling you, this might get rebranded at some point. I'm not sure, but I see that a lot of different places are integrating this. Ecosystem coins. Many projects are tagged under the X402 ecosystem category per CoinGecko, with multiple tokens building around agent payment, facilitator infrastructure, and API monetization. So a lot of these facilitator infrastructures are going to be important to really make this thing work frictionlessly. Everybody, welcome in the new person in the chat. I appreciate that. AI agents, autonomous software, bots can pay for services, data, computation without human intervention. So content, web paywalls, micropayments for articles, media, data sets where users or agents pay exactly for usage. Again, going back to the idea of paying exactly for what you're using right then when you're using it, and not like just having to constantly pay. You know, like if you have a website and you need to use it for one action, you don't want to sign up for it. You don't want a monthly payment. You don't even want to pay for a month worth of it. You just literally want to use it for like one transaction, which has happened to me countless times. This would make this very possible. Why this ecosystem matters. What do we got here? I see a new person in the chat. It says, hey, Underground, what do you think? Will Well face strong competition from VPay if Well doesn't release the X402 version? All right, let's check that out real quick, because that is a new person in the chat, and we are very community first, right? That one guy says, lock in, guys, exactly. He understands the mission here. Let's go take a look at that. So I want to find Well. I think he has a valid question. I don't think he's just like trying to shill a coin in here. Can never rule it out, but I don't think so. So we have two different wells, right? We have a moon well, of course, been around for a long time. Then we have this well 3. Not sure which one you're referring to. He says, hey, Underground, what do you think? Will Well face strong competition from VPay if Well doesn't release an X402 version? Okay, so I'm pretty sure I do understand your question. And yes, Blue Sky is right. There is a link to the, Moonwell. So he does mean Moonwell. Okay, thank you. But Blue Sky was telling you there's a link to the Discord in the description. We have a great community if that's something that you're interested in. So you have Moonwell. Let's see. They're not giving it that tag, are they? No, they haven't given it the X402 tag. But I think what he's saying is that Moonwell by nature is very much kind of tied into the same idea here. From VPay. So I get what he's saying here. He's saying that, Moonwell and VPay, which will back on out of here to where we were so we can bring them both up, are going to be competing against each other in this niche. And will it face a strong competition from VPay if it doesn't? So basically he's saying if Moonwell doesn't integrate into this X402 ecosystem, then will VPay become a strong competitor because they are doing similar stuff, right? It's been a while since I looked at Moonwell, honestly. It says, put your digital assets to work. Lend or borrow to handle whatever life throws your way. Pay it back on your own schedule with no monthly payments or additional fees. Get paid and save in USDC. So receive fiat payments automatically converted to USDC without fees or middlemen. Automate deposits to Moonwell virtual accounts. Streamline transactions and grow your savings with Moonwell flagship USDC vault. Build your tomorrow with money that works for you. And they have a card. So Moonwell is financial, but is Moonwell really right? Like, is Moonwell facilitating payments through blockchain? I mean, I guess they are, right? Because they have this pay it back on your schedule, which is more like a loan, right? So they're more like providing loan, and then you can pay for stuff, and then you pay them back whenever you get around to paying them back. I don't know. He has a good question. I think if Moonwell integrates this X402, it'll be more competitive across the board. It'll be more cutting edge, and it'll really help the project a lot. But if they don't, I don't know what that really means for Moonwell. I think Moonwell will probably be just fine with all the stuff that they've already built out, what they've already created. I hope that really answered your question. It was a great question. I really Appreciate you coming in here and saying that. Hope you decide to join the community, because we need more crypto-minded people. So we're going to hop back into where we were. Again, Banker and Flock. Somebody asked about Banker real early on. Hopefully they're still here. Throw something in the chat if you're still here, whoever asked about Banker Coin. I think it was Gonzalez, if I'm not missing that. Moonwell is a decentralized finance protocol that handles cryptocurrency payments, not traditional payment methods like credit cards and bank accounts, directly to interact with Moonwell. Okay, he says, yes, thanks. Awesome, man. I appreciate you being here. Welcome in, welcome in. The community is awesome, but I'm sure you'll find that out for yourself. Moonwell protocol, you must use a crypto wallet and digital asset on the supporting blockchain. Okay, so Blue Sky really coming in clutch here, an awesome member of our community, and you're right. So if they have to use a digital wallet and digital asset and supported blockchain, then it is right in the line of in payments, right? In crypto, on blockchain technology, payments, finance, whatever you want to say, it's all in there, right? What I would look for is for Moonwell to give the X402 protocol some time to mature, because they are a big project and they have a lot of stuff going on. They're not going to go willy-nilly and just throw this X402 in. They're going to wait to make sure that all the bells and whistles and all of the things are buffed out and everything works super well. They're going to probably look for other people to get heavy into it and see how they perform, see what happens to them, and then they'll probably integrate somewhere later down the line. Banker Coin can refer to several different cryptocurrencies. He must just be pulling that from it's BNKR right here. It's in the X402 ecosystem. But I appreciate you, Blues Guy, for sure. Anyways, let's get back to where we were. And we're going deep into this thing, guys. We have a lot of stuff to cover. I think we have an opportunity here. I don't think I can stress this enough to the community. Nothing is financial advice. But we have an opportunity here, assuming that Bitcoin plays ball, assuming that we're still trending at least somewhat upwards over the next couple of months, maybe even longer, maybe 6 months, if we're not getting the traditional 4-year cycle, which I think there's a good chance we're getting an extended cycle here. Then this might be a big thing to pay attention to. And who knows? This is crypto. Anything can happen, and another narrative could come out of left field that people, this is very techie, right? But that people feel is much more exciting, and they could blow this thing out of the water. But we're here every day, so we're going to find that narrative as well. Why this ecosystem matters. My point is that I want to nail this and stay on top of it for anything that may be a big mover in this niche. If we can catch it from the bottom, we are going to be up. So the move from traditional payments, cards, banks, and rails, this is why the ecosystem matters, to web native, crypto agent native payments means new business models, paper and tokens, microtransaction, below 1 cent, no account sign up. Because the spec is open and chain agnostic. So a big thing about chain agnostic is that it means everything is kind of included, right? Any chain can be incorporated. There's no reason why you can't use a bunch of different coins. That's chain agnostic. Many projects and networks can participate without being walled in. So early adoption by major infrastructure players, of course, Coinbase and Cloudflare, give credibility to this protocol. So he says, Trump-China meeting, we gonna see it send, I hope. Okay. Yeah, they're gonna meet up. Hopefully it'll do something. Hopefully it's not a buy the rumor, sell the news kind of thing, but we will see. So recent momentum and headlines. So here are some meaningful stats and news items that show growth, risks, and market reaction. So one recent article reports that a number of X402 transactions grew 4,300% in a week and I wish I knew what week that was, right? And here is the article. We'll go ahead and pull that up. I don't know. Thank you. I guess we'll accept the cookies. I hate how they bombard you with the cookie question, like as soon as you open the website. I'm like, I don't even know if I like this yet. AI crypto payments using Coinbase protocol explode with 4,300% weekly growth. Let's see if we can pull any new information out of this, right? So crypto is blooming among AI-powered agents. Agents buying and selling goods and services using payment protocol developed by Coinbase grew. See, then they're just trying to hide the real information. The protocol X402 has received support from Cloudflare and Google. So now Google's in the mix as well. That to me, this thing is legitimate. This thing is here to stay. This thing has real usability and real value as a product. It ain't going anywhere. It allows agents to make payments instantly with near zero fees using any blockchain. So agents are the AI powered bot. We don't need them to tell us what an agent is. I don't want to read this because this thing is built. This article is really for the average person who has no idea even like what an AI agent is, right? So it just gets really redundant. Dang it, I keep hitting letters. So the X402 ecosystem category on CoinGecko lists a market cap of about 797 million. That's if you add them all up, right? As of October 2025 for tokens tagged in this theme. So they just added up all the tokens that have that tag on it, and it's 797 million. I don't think that's very relevant, honestly. Soul going back up. Come on, baby. He must be in a soul long. That one guy says, right, bro, that's what I just thought of. Yep, exactly. We're on the same thought here. Maybe this is why the market was quiet today. They were waiting for Trumpy. Yeah, could be. A white paper, academic paper published in July 2025 exploring multi-agent economies uses X402 as the micropayment standard for agents interacting autonomously. And you got to think, for most transactions and stuff, for the longest time, you know, you've had like card processors and all of this different stuff. You have, you know, because micropayments can be very, very, very small payments, like a penny or under, you know. And so a lot of times you couldn't even do a transaction like that without being charged extra money. Like you have to pay like $3 just to do a 2-cent transaction, making something that should have been very cheap a lot less cheap if you think about how many multiples from 2 cents to, you know, $2.02 or $4.02 that you're being charged just to do the transaction. This is a bit of a game changer when it comes to that. I think it's very important. So why these are important? I did not do that on purpose. They show adoption data, not just words, hundreds of thousands. And again, exactly, this shows adoption data, not just some words, right? Hundreds of thousands of transaction is significant for an early protocol. For something that's so early and you already have hundreds of thousands of transactions, it's a pretty good sign that this thing is coming in hot and it's not going away. Token market cap suggests investors are placing value on ecosystems rather than just the protocol itself. The infusion of AI agents, or AI and / agents, economy narrative is giving the protocol a strong thematic pull. Thematic? I think it's thematic, right? But the presence of cautionary commentary indicates that this is still early, speculative, good for your audience to understand both sides. Okay, audience, do you understand both sides? Campsta says, good night, guys. My second soul long ever. My first was yesterday and I got liquidated. Oof. Well, stay safe out there, Fart Knocker, for sure. And good night. He must have a very strict bedtime because he always says good night around, well, it'd be 10 o'clock my time. I don't know what it is where he is. I don't know why that made me think of Garden Warrior. Are you still in the house, Garden Warrior? Let me know that there's still some life out here. So let's come in here and let's go ahead and look at a couple of projects. We're going to break up some of this information. We're going to get right back into that information in a minute. But I want to break it up a little bit and give everybody a little bit of rest in between the information. So don't go nowhere. So Codec Flow, 18.2 million. A lot of these projects are going to be really small, right? But because we want to target good projects very early on, we're going to have to dig into some small projects here. Use a stop loss. Exactly what Orhan said. So let's take a look. So this project's been around since May 22nd, 2025. It is not very old. I honestly, when it comes to a new narrative and picking projects, a new project makes a lot of sense versus like, say, Moonwell, right? Moonwell's huge. I wouldn't, even if it got X402 protocol built into it, it wouldn't be where I went to double or triple or 10x my money because it's just too big. This $18 million market cap could get some attention though. So Solana and a PQ ecosystem or contract. That's very interesting. It's got AI, pumped out fun, robotics, and now even X402 ecosystem. It's got robotics as well. So let's jump into this. So it is an execution layer for robotics and AI operations on Solana. Codec Flow leverages vision language models. It provides the infrastructure and tooling to simplify your workflow, robotics and desktop operations made easy. I wonder, like, it's such a random thing to throw together, right? Like, so robotics, which I think of like a factory, right? And these robots doing things, and then desktop operations. Obviously those robots, I'm just trying to make sense of this. Obviously those robots in a factory be operated by a desktop somewhere, right? So maybe that's what they're talking about. Of course, the language models makes perfect sense with robotics and stuff, because just like AI, robots have, language models as well. Just trying to wrap my head around how this fits together. Why teams use Codec Flow. Codec Flow gives your agent instant machines on any cloud. So when they say robotics, are we talking about actual physical robots? Because they have pictures of like actual something like a picture anyways. But then they talk about instant machines on any cloud. Obviously you wouldn't have a physical robot in a cloud. Your own cluster, which is like a swarm, or decentralized peer. No configs, no configuration, no leaks, no vendor lock-in. When we talk about AI agents and this stuff, it makes a lot of sense. But when they throw the word robotics in there, I'm just like, what are we talking about? It's probably my own ignorance here. Crowdsource compute pools, extra data extraction workers. Sounds kind of dirty. A game bot hosting, and a GUI test automation. Run vision-driven agents to click, type, and verify desktop apps at scale. So I guess that's if you're running bots and you want to be able to get through the different, like, are you a human things. I'm assuming that's what they mean there. Miss Williams says, I'm here. Thank you very much. El Cheeto says, yes, sir. Listening. I appreciate everybody kind of checking in there. So architecture, the 3 pillars. Codec Flow gives your agent instant machines on any cloud. Your own clusters. Is that not exactly what it just said? All right. So layer 1, machines, instant computer access. Agents get their own dedicated computing environment that spins up in seconds, right? So AI agents with GPU power, decentralized network, centralized cloud. So they have both decentralized networks and centralized cloud. Your infrastructure. Layer 2, systems, every environment imaginable. Agents can work in an operating system or software environment. They adapt to whatever tool you use, from modern web apps to decades-old desktop software. Okay. Well, if it can do the new stuff, I would assume it could do the old stuff. So multi-OS support, gaming environments, development tools, legacy system, and custom tooling. Layer 3, operators, AI workers that see and think. This is where the magic happens. Agents use computer vision and AI to interact with any software visually, handling unexpected situations and adapting to change just like humans do. Visual understanding, see screens and understand interface without API. Smart automation, handle pop-ups, errors, and unexpected situations. I'm sure that's a pain for a lot of AI agents, right? Continuous learning gets better over time through experience and human-like workflows. Flow, natural processes, not rigid scripts. Coming soon, the operator marketplace. So this sounds very interesting. I have no idea if they really can deliver. So it says this marketplace is coming soon, right? And this is testing, analytics, productivity, and API tester. I know a lot of this stuff is probably a little techie, right? Probably even, I don't know, maybe a little over a lot of people's heads. But we're living in the world of AI, and agentic type narratives and stuff. So we're going to have to raise our crypto IQs, our AI IQs, and all that stuff to where we can understand if this is real value or not. If they can deliver what they say, I can see the value of this for AI agents. See how much attention they're getting. Because remember, tech does not equal price go up. Maybe in the long run for a project, but not initially. Execution layer for AI operators and robotics on Solana. I just don't understand why robotics is in there. Maybe because you could apply it to robotics if you wanted to. I don't know. 5,551 followers. So it's still pretty small. They do have a community with 436 members in it. That's probably the more dedicated people in their community. We've released the operator kit, early alpha. So they're building, they're doing stuff. They got 48,000 impressions from August 15th. I mean, it's a while ago. But if you look at the ratio of followers to the impressions, pretty good. We got to know the narratives to milk it. Exactly. Orhan understands. And I really do feel like on this channel, like we get to some of this stuff in a way that you're just not going to get from a lot of channels. I looked long and hard to find somebody who was doing this type of deep dive and research so that I could just join their community and not have to build an entire channel. But they didn't exist. And so here we are. So AD, I don't know if this jumped in front of it or what. I swear this was not here a minute ago. Maybe I'm just blind. What's that song? Maybe I'm just... Okay, anyways. ADEX or ADX. So for those who want to mine Night token, it started today and will last 21 days. It's available on desktop or laptop. It just started. Okay. So can you tell us a little bit more about Night token? Why is it only going to last for 21 days? I don't know. I'd love to mine a token, but I mean, I guess he says that, and I should probably actually be the one to go look at it, right? Yeah, Orhan says, "Good one, bro. You should pop on the Discord." Yeah, can you post something about that in the Discord and give us some more information in the Discord? You seem like the type of person we really want in our community because you seem like you're also deep in a niche. My original idea for this channel was to bring a lot of people together who are already pretty into crypto. We always want to raise that crypto IQ, and anybody is welcome on this channel, and it'll always be like that. But I do recognize that the people who care about the information that I'm giving out, the way that I'm doing this, are probably more of your advanced crypto people, right? We want to bring new people in and raise them up to that level, but we also want people who are already kind of niched into certain things that they're into, who are going to give us data so we can almost like hive mine, right? Should be called like the underground hive crypto or something like that, but that is entirely too long. So let's take a look at this Night. By the way, we are doing a very long stream on Friday, and you might want to come check that out as well if you're into looking at a lot of stuff. Is it midnight? He says, yes, I can. Hey, I really appreciate that. So is this the right project? I'm just going to leave it up for a second. Just tell me, say like, yes, this is the right project, or no, it's not the right project. He said it just came out today, which would line up. It looks like it came out like an hour. It came out like a couple hours before today. But I mean, in all technicalities, this is out today. Orhan says we discussed some cool stuff. Absolutely. I mean, Orhan's been live in the voice chat for like 8 hours. Crazy. Is he still live in the voice chat? Okay. It doesn't look like he's live in there anymore. Whoops, I just clicked in there. And even as we're streaming, still lots of people active in the Discord. I love that. Yes, I can. No, it's not out. Oh, okay. I thought you were saying it just came out today. It started today and will last 21 days. It's available on desktop. It just started. Orhan, did you hear me earlier about the whole OR thing and diving into that a little bit for me? Have you ever used OR? I know this is a little off topic from what we were talking about. Also, oh, he says no, this can't be it because it's not out yet. Okay. So where can we find information about this? Can you link like a Twitter or something like that? And let us know where you post it. Somehow I'm in the voice channel. How do I get myself out of the voice channel? How does that work? Maybe I have to go to the voice channel and leave. Okay, that worked. Yeah, drop us like a Twitter account or something that we can go off of because I don't even know how to find that. But I love that you brought something that early to the channel. That is what it's all about. ADEX, right? Why won't this go away? Go away. All right. So this has been around since September 15th, 2017. So I think this is a good example of like a project that they just slapped this X402 ecosystem on that was not built around the X402 ecosystem. It has an Ethereum contract and a BNB smart contract, only 8.2 million in market cap. Circulating supply almost the same as the max supply, so 150 million for the max, 147.9, call it 148 million for the circulating supply, so almost fully vested. And I mean, it had a huge pump way back here in 2018, and that's it. So kind of my theory here is that on a coin like this, a lot of people have some history with it, maybe know about it, or they're going to look at the chart of it. And this type of thing is going to make them feel like, why would I get into this coin that's already proven that they're not doing anything? A chart like this, honestly, proves that they're just not, they don't have the sauce. They haven't innovated, they haven't marketed, they haven't been able to get up off the ground as far as speculators coming to their coin and wanting to buy in. So if it was up to me and I had to look at ADX or other coins in this narrative and I had to pick one, Kodak has only been around for a short period of time, I believe. Let's double check that. Yeah, May 22nd, 2025. It's practically a brand new coin, and it's at the same 18 million in market cap. I would if I had to choose between the two, my point is those older coins, I think people don't want to deal with them. Why would I want to deal with that when I could go after a newer coin that people don't have already a bad taste in their mouth about, right? Yes, the OR motherload. Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure that you heard me on that. Obviously, no obligation. And I'm kind of waiting for some information in the Discord about this. So maybe somebody who's in the Discord could let me know when that information drops. And we're going to get back into our education, right? Opportunity and risk. That's for your audience, so this is for you guys. Opportunities. If X402 becomes the standard for AI agent-to-agent payments, AI paying APIs, bots, buying services, there's a strong potential for a new revenue stream. Microtransaction and automation of value flows. For developers, it's easier monetization of APIs or content with minimal back-end changes. For investors, speculators, I like that way better. Early theme exposure in AI payments, web narrative monetization could capture upside if adoption scales. So maybe some people would get into this because of this new narrative. I can see that happen. So let's get into the risks, right? Because a lot of what we talked about so far is very bullish. Being early means standards may shift. Integrations may take time. Interoperability, cross-chain, wallets agent is still unproven at mass scale. That is a good takeaway. It's a good point, right? We haven't seen this thing at mass scale yet. The token ecosystem might contain many speculative tokens with little utility. I mean, that's kind of what we were just talking about. So when it says it may contain speculative tokens with little utility, meaning maybe because they slapped a tag on it and said X402 ecosystem when really it wasn't built as something truly X402. And therefore it doesn't really have the built-in utility, doesn't really have the drive to really be X402 payments. They're just kind of slapping it on that because it's involved in payments, right? So a risk of hype overshadowing substance. And what is this? See expert caution in news. Be in crypto. Let's see if we get more sauce here. Be in crypto. I don't know what this is. Obviously some kind of news. Inside the X402 token boom, the payment standard powering AI agents. I don't feel like the tokens have really boomed on this narrative yet, right? Maybe a little bit, but not really. Maybe pay AI. So X402 tokens were, yeah, that's stuff we've all talked about. Why X402 tokens attract massive capital in October? Did they though? I mean, I hope he's gonna reference some coins that attracted this massive capital, right? And I guess he doesn't actually mean in their market cap. So the X402 is not a typical token. Okay, first of all, X402 is not a token. X402 is not a typical token. It's an open payment. Yeah, it's not a token. It's an open payment protocol for AI agents. I guess that's what he was trying to say. It's a weird way to put that. APIs enabling them to automate transactions without... Yeah, we covered that. I'm just looking for any information maybe we haven't got to yet. The name X402 comes from the HTTP status code 402. Payment required, a classic web standard now reimagined to transform any web request into an instant payment transaction using stablecoins like USDC across any blockchain. Matter of fact, this HTTP code, I'm pretty sure I saw, has been around since 1997. They're just reimagining the way that you're going to use it. And I'm man, what is this last part? I was going to move on, but then in October, venture fund AI16Z revisited Gartner's forecast that by 2030 so he said by 2030 machine customers will directly influence or participate in 30 trillion worth of... Okay, sure. And so he's pointing to the significance of X42. I'm trying to get rid of a little of the fluff and not read every word that they give us there. That was, and a lot of these news articles you go to are useless, and they're written for people who don't know anything about crypto, and they're just redundant, right? So regulatory compliance risk. Automation payments by agents raise questions around KYC, liability, misuse, bots paying without oversight. Articles point out these concerns, right? So you have regulatory compliance that must be, kind of captured by all of these AI agents. You have KYC that may be required. You have some liabilities and misuse, like bots paying without oversight. Basically, somebody building it in to overcharge bots, and they're just automatically paying it without any oversight or without knowing that they're being basically ripped off. Technical scaling and settlement speeds. While payment flows are designed to be fast, actual volumes could stress facilitators, chains, or settlement flows as adoption grows. So one thought I just had is that these facilitators and stuff are probably going to be very much built on Web 3. So it's going to have, or on Web 2. So it's going to have to go into the old HTTP code for transactions and stuff through the internet that we know today, not so much Web 3 and blockchain technology. And who knows if the facilitators of these things can handle the volume, right? Meaningful takeaway for content strategy, whatever that means. So for your viewers, stream audience, the headline payments they're just trying to give me tips or something. I don't need that. I just need straight facts. So X402 aims to embed value transfer into web architecture in the same way the HTTP or HTTPS embedded content access. I don't know what I know what that means, but I don't know why they're saying it. Yeah, they're trying to tell me what to do. I don't like when ChatGPT tells me how to present things to my audience. No, thank you. I will handle that. So we already talked about this codex. We talked about this ADEX. I wasn't a big fan of it. VPay. Pay AI seems to be the one that has captured like the most attention. But you do see kind of a falling away here. Let's look at the chart. Let's bring it to like the 1 month maybe. How about the 7 day, right? There we go. And let's go to market cap. Right, it doesn't change it much. So right now it's at 27.6 million for market cap, and October 27, 2025, it had $70 million in it. That was 2 days ago. So this thing kind of fell off. Now Bitcoin did have a little bit of a pullback both today and the other day, and it seems like every day nowadays, but I don't want to be pessimistic here. So is that the reason why it pulled back? Did it just pull out? Did it honestly just sell off because a lot of people were in early on this thing and it finally got the big pump? It did make a big head and shoulders, and it played out that measured move and then some. I get dog hair on the microphone. I wonder what's been like tickling my nose. All right, who do we have in the chat here? Says, yo, X402 is booming. Absolutely. Hopefully you caught some of this crypto IQ raising sauce. Sunpulse KK. I'm going to call you Sunpulse. I like that. It's a great name. We are going over projects in this X402 ecosystem. Sunpulse, are you familiar with BankerCoin? Or Flock? Or OpenServe? So we looked at BankerCoin earlier. Let's look at Flock. Also, there's a link to the Discord. Smash that like button. All of that fun stuff. We have a great community, Sunpulse, if you're just rolling in. So Flock. 57.7 million in market cap. It started October 22nd, 2025, according to CoinGecko. It ran, I'm probably still on market cap. All right, let's go back. And that was at 17 cents. It had this pump up to 26.9, which is basically 27 cents, just a hair shy. Has a billion tokens in the max supply, but more importantly, 242.6 million in the circulating supply. A base blockchain. Again, a lot of the real projects are going to be the ones built on Base, because Base blockchain is the one who basically came up with this. Sunpulse says, thanks, bro. I am not familiar with those. Awesome, man. Well, welcome in. Definitely hit that Discord link, man. It's in the pinned chat. It's pinned in the chat, and it's also in the description. If you like raising your crypto IQ and diving deeper into this stuff than most people do, you're gonna love this community. And I cannot overstate how great the community we have is here. But you'll find that out if you go to the Discord. So let's go to their Twitter, because I want to see, or X, whatever, I want to see how much attention they're getting. 181.1 thousand followers. Not your model, not your AI. One thing that I wonder is, with a lot of these AI-based protocols, what would keep them from just running a swarm to follow their own page, right? I don't know. So, pinned post from October 21st, so that would be 8 days ago, only has 12,000 impressions. So in 8 days, out of 181,000 followers, you're telling me that in 8 days you only got 12,000 impressions? I don't know. That's a little weird. Blockchain isn't a cliche at Flock.io. It's essential for scaling and federated learning. So why did this get so much pump, right? Why did people pick this coin? It must be, this project must have been in the mix, right? It must have been heavy in the mix of this X402 narrative before it ever really took off, right? Before the hype really picked up. All right, we are up to date on the chat. So blockchain is the backbone of how Flock builds privacy-preserving, community-owned AI. Okay, so are they tied in with the privacy narrative as well? Now the plot thickens here a little bit. I like the sound of that. They have a link tree. It says they're based out of London. The world's first DAI training platform, Flock Moonbase. Yeah, website. Yeah, I just want to look at the website. All right, Orhan went ahead and posted the Discord link as well and said some nice stuff. Thank you, Orhan. I appreciate you doing that. That's why Orhan has a wrench, right? Full Stack, co-created. Flock.io's comprehensive platform streamlines your AI journey from data preparation to model deployment. Train on Flock. Okay. So they have training models for AI. This stuff, although to the average retail, this stuff is not a big deal. Like, we don't think about it. If you're trying to do anything in the AI space, you've got to train that AI, right? And so these type of things can be of huge value. Now, I'm not in that space as far as actually training an AI, so I don't know what's good and what's not, right? Like, I don't know what's quality large language model and stuff like that. I don't know what is garbage, so I wouldn't be able to tell, you know, some garbage large language model from something that was really great. So we are speculating. Data ownership, right? Local training and hosting while data stays local. For crowdsourcing data, contributors are fairly rewarded. Okay, so you can be rewarded for participating in contributing to the large language model. Fine-tuning foundation models. Fine-tune LLMs, large language models, stable diffusion, and more on your own or with other Flock nodes to lower data requirements. Blues Guy says fire. Orhan, you to man. Exactly. Good job, Orhan. Scalable infrastructure, fast and compute saving, fine-tune, embedded by LoRa, or LoRa, which I don't know what that stands for. Community-owned, fine-tuning, and RAG coordinated on-chain contributors of data feedback, compute, share, reward. So it's community-owned. That's what that's supposed to mean, right? Sorry, I'm interested. I'm going to go see what the heck this means. This is why ChatGPT is great. Saw this on a website when I was deep diving crypto. Can you tell me what this means? What does LoRa stand for? Question mark. Okay, he says LoRa is a mesh network. Okay, well, I definitely know what a mesh network is. So LoRa I want to know what it actually stood for, like, directly. So low rank adaptation. It's a method used in machine learning model fine-tuning, especially for large language models like GPT, stable diffusion, or similar neural networks. The core idea: normally fine-tuning is a big AI model requires huge amounts of GPU power and memory because every parameter of the model needs to be updated. LoRa changes that. I don't know if it's supposed to be called LoRa, but that's what I'm calling it. Instead of updating all the model parameters, it adds small adapter layers, low-rank metrics inside the model. During training, only those adapters are updated, while the main model weights stay frozen. The result, much faster training. Okay. Yeah, we are just raising all kinds of different cryptos. He says, okay, sorry, I was thinking of network case, not in the machine learning case. Hey, no worries, man. We just appreciate you being here and a part of the community. You know, we're all trying to you know, rally around everything together and you know, raise our crypto IQs. And so there are no dumb questions or dumb things to say or anything like that. You know, we have to be very open to really say this the best. We have to all be very open to making mistakes, saying something that doesn't turn out to absolutely be 100% true because maybe, you know, we were thinking of something else. I'm not going to beat that drum a lot, but I do want to say that. So fast and compute saving. All right. So I don't know what they were talking about. ChainGPT, specialized in crypto trend analysis. I don't know. That grabbed my attention because that's my wife's name. All right. Well, that answered that question. Was that relevant? Somehow, some way. So now we understand a little bit more about what they're talking about, though, right? That is a net positive overall. What was it? Low rated something. Dang, I already forgot what it was. Oh well, I'll pull it back up on my own time. So it has award-winning AI technology. What award did they win? AI technology from Flock. Powers smart collaborators and streamlines communication, automate tasking. Okay, so my takeaway from this thing is that this project is pretty cool and it's also very cutting edge. I could see how this would be useful. Talks a lot about, one thing I do want to say though, it talks a lot about training AI and training AI models. I assume one of the things that you would want, I'm just trying to connect the dots here to the X402 narrative, right? Because this thing doesn't deal directly in payments, but it would be training AI, and AI agents would be a part of that AI that they're training. So if they're training them on X402 payments, right, how to execute and do it in all kinds of different environments and in different applications, then I could see how this would tie in to that. And it is built on the base blockchain, right? So that is one takeaway. They have a lot of followers. I don't see the follow through with the followers on the pinned posts and stuff like that, which is somewhat concerning. Again, when you have all of these different AI type projects, what would stop them from basically using their own technology and swarming, bot farming follows, right? That kind of thing. So Darren International considers adding Flock token, the Hong Kong listed Darren International subsidiary signed to MOU, I don't know how to say it, MOU, with Flock Technology holding for AI solutions. They are considering adding Flock token to their strategic reserve. Maybe Mr. J would know more about that as he is from Hong Kong. I don't know a ton about the Hong Kong stock market. I don't even follow the American stock market for that matter. Okay, Co-AI getting a little bit of a pop here. I don't know when Fartknocker got in, but hopefully he's doing well. He's sleeping soundly while he's in those gains, hopefully. Not any real big change on the daily, except for Co-AI is not on there anymore because it pumped. So HBAR $5 or up 5%, 5.7%. I don't know why I said $5. All right, moving on. Shout out to everybody who's still here. Yeah, so we're rolling into our second hour streaming, and you know what that means. That means we are going to rest our brain for just a moment and play like a fun Web3 game. No, the stream is not over. We are still going to be learning and deep diving, but I've been talking solid for 2 hours. So we're going to take a moment to rest the voice for half a second and play some Dark Star. Also, just foreshadowing here, stake.com. We are going to grab our free dollar. As everybody always doesn't seem to understand how to get the free dollar, it is very simple. We will do it live together. Hopefully I haven't already done it today. Wallet, daily bonuses. See, blue, claim your daily bonus. Click claim daily bonus. And at some point it's going to claim it. Yes, Orahan, exactly. Midstream Dark Star intermission. Oh, and I need to do one thing here. Let's do this. I had to pull it off. Apparently, they sent me something in my email from stake.com. It might be some money that we could actually play some slots with today. So let me go check that out. I'm messing around in another tab, so you're not going to be able to see what I'm doing right this second. What is going on here? There we go. Take me to my email. Something from stake.com. My wife told me about it earlier. I don't know what it was. Oh, that's not how you spell steak. That's the wrong kind of steak. I must be hungry or something. Is that like a monthly bonus? Yes, you read correctly. With a pre-monthly bonus. Let's claim that bonus. Oh, my bonus is $1? I was kind of hoping for like $5. But whatever, I'll take the free $1. Alright, so now we have $2, double the playing power that we normally have. And I will exit out all of that stuff. All right, now I'm back on the same screen with all of you guys, and we have $2. Man, how do you get a monthly bonus of $1? But whatever, it's free. I guess I won't be upset about it. Yeah, Blues Guy says, thanks for the explanation. Again, it still doesn't show in my Canadian wallet. Hey, man, I don't know anything about that. I don't know nothing about that. Maybe you could use a VPN, but you said you weren't familiar on how to use a VPN. So get some snacks, whatever, in the meantime. Yep, popcorn time. That one guy knows what's going on. It is time for a little bit of a rest. We got to come up with a name for like this part of the show. It's 2 hours in. We've been deep diving. Today we extra went over a lot of technical stuff. Yesterday's show was very jam-packed with a lot of stuff. We went over ChainGPT. And so, yeah, we get into that like 2 hour mark. I just want to break it up a little bit, let people have a minute to rest their brain, let some of that stuff subconsciously settle into their mind. I just was bringing this up. I will actually go back to Darkstar now. And let's see, the last 2 days I've been getting washed at the final boss. Can I beat the final boss? Send me a VPN link, please. I'll figure it out. Okay, Blues Guy, I will I'll set that up. So we want to go to adventure. No, I don't want to do adventure. Dang it. I already did it. We're stuck. I guess we'll have to play another round of this later. Or I will. What's up to anybody rolling through? Smash that like button. We have been going over X402 ecosystem for like an hour and a half. We are just taking our intermediary kind of break here with some Web3 gaming. This is Darkstar. There's supposed to be a nice airdrop coming for people who participate in this. Probably the easiest airdrop farm or funnest airdrop farming you'll ever do. But be warned, the airdrop has been postponed multiple times. So who knows if it will ever happen. I think it will. I'm optimistic that the airdrop for this will happen, and I'll tell you why. It's because it's built in an ecosystem that has a bunch of other games and projects built in it. And if they really drop the ball on this one, I think it's going to hurt the credibility of all the other games and projects and stuff. And I don't really see them allowing that to happen, but who knows? This is the wild, wild west of crypto, so who knows what's going to happen? There is no telling. There's nothing like having to talk constantly and make things that are exciting for people to hear. Hopefully everybody appreciates my constant commentary. And who now feels like they have a very solid understanding of the tech behind X402 protocol? Do you feel like you could explain X402 protocol to a friend, right? A friend who already knows about crypto. Maybe a friend who doesn't know anything about crypto, right? Could you explain what the X402 protocol is to them? Or do you feel like you would still be a little lost for how to explain it? So drop something in the comments if you feel like you could explain it now to somebody else, like you have a good grasp on X402 protocol. Like throw like a 444 or something in the chat if you feel like you could easily explain the X402 protocol payment system to a random stranger, or maybe even just a friend who's in crypto. Because who knows, you know, you come here, you raise that crypto IQ. At some point, as this narrative builds and stuff, maybe one of your crypto friends will eventually need you to explain what in the world it actually means. Because what happens in crypto most of the time, people hear narratives and they start saying the words, right? People will start saying X402 protocol, but they won't even know what it means, right? They'll say it, but they won't even take the time to type it in ChatGPT. That's the truth. And you know, you might be in a conversation with them and you might have to say, hey, do you actually even know what any of that means? I'm in the underground crypto community. I could explain it to you if you'd like, because I've been raising my crypto IQ on a day. I'm just making like the perfect testimonial for the group. I've been raising my crypto IQ every day on a live stream on YouTube. Let me tell you all about this. That's the dream, right? That's the goal. Maybe it doesn't play out like that exactly, but I'm sure it'll be very close. It'll be very close to that. I'm joking, but I'm also not joking at the same time. Man, I am getting whooped. There's all of these bullets flying everywhere. They gave me like no speed at all here. Dang, give me. I need a one of those magnets that attracts all of the stuff to me. Let's go. Man, I'm getting boxed in. Can he survive? Oh, man, not these things. Those things move pretty fast, honestly. All right. What do we got going on here? Yeah, one person said 444. Orhan said, cat love. So one person thinks they could explain this to somebody else. All right. And he's the new guy here. What's up with everybody? What does that mean? No shade in his direction, but where's everybody else at? Is everybody in the Discord? Everybody checking out on me? I'm just messing around, of course, but, you know, it's a valid question. Where's everybody at? Oh, wait, there's a magnet. I'll take that. Now we about to get the upgrades. Some poll says 444. I'm glad to see that the two people, there's a couple new names that I saw tonight, and two of them are still here. I appreciate you. I always want to keep like the constant information going, but I mean, we really covered the heck out of it. Orhan says cat love. That was a cat emoji. What? That was a cat emoji? Yeah. Well, it's a cat emoji with heart eyes. Okay, that's cat love. Well, you don't like cats or something, Orhan? I'm more of a dog person myself, so I get it. Is that relevant? Not at all. Well, what I was saying was, like, I would love to just, like, have endless, awesome information on this narrative. But at some point when you covered the narrative, like, or when you've covered everything there really is to say, I mean, we've covered it, I think. I don't know what else to say about it. There is one thing that I said we were going to go back over, which is how it actually works, like, specifically. And we will go over that at least one more time on the stream, right? Oh, man, now we got to fight a boss. I'm still way too slow. I needed a speed upgrade, and it never gave me a speed upgrade. Whoa. It lagged there. So hard to hit anything with that fireball because I got to, like, stop and aim it and then click it. Need, like, a quick button. Dang. Oof. I always seem to, like, run into everything, like, right there. Right when I was saying it, it happened. I might have jinxed myself there a little bit. Damn. Ran into those things again. Kind of like, you know, when you play video games and you, like, lose or something. Now I'm live streaming, so I gotta keep it civil, right? I can't be crashing out. Come on. Why won't this thing just die already? Only like halfway killed this thing? That sucks. Oh, man. Got me again. I don't know. What do you guys think? Am I terrible at this game? Will I be able to beat the final boss? Maybe not. You get, like, in this version of the game, you get so, like, less upgrades. You don't get as, like, overpowered. I like the other version better where I can get upgrades really fast. Of course, forever running into all of the things it shoots. Come on. I don't know how we did a 4-hour stream yesterday. What did I even talk about yesterday? Cat love, yeah. That one guy watching these charts. All right. Says, yes, it's fun here, but I have to go to sleep. It's almost 4 a.m. here. Oh, where are you at? And obviously, if you're already gone, have a great night. Thanks for being here. It's hard to make a time to do the show that is great for everybody. It just really is. We did move the show back to 8:30. It'll take a little bit of time for me to tell if that was a good idea or not. I don't know. Good night. We locked in every day on live and in the Discord. Yep, that one guy is absolutely right. Shout out to Bankroll. I was sleepy at the end of the stream yesterday for sure. Yeah, I feel you. Hey, that one guy, what time is it where you're at right now? Roughly. I mean, you ain't got to be that specific, right? What is that thing? Oh, it's like a flash bomb. Oh, man. We're doing that already, guys? With, like, the come at me from every angle thing? I don't know how I'm supposed to dodge that. They're, like, all encircling me. It says 9:40. Okay, so you're an hour behind me. I'm living in the Midwest right now. Okay, yeah. That makes sense. My buddy in Texas, he's like an hour behind. So there you go. It's good to know. So if I end the stream and it's like midnight, it's only like 11 o'clock for you. What time did we end the stream last night? I have no idea. I know it was a 4-hour stream, so it must have been like, what, 11:30 or something? Sunpulse says 10:50 a.m. here. Oh, man, where are you at, Sunpulse? Everybody just drop in the chat where you're at. I know you probably told me where you're at before, but some of the new people in the chat might want to know where you're from and see what a, like, you know, well-rounded community we have from all over the place. That's when it's a lot of fun. For anybody who's new here, you know, we do chats. Another good reason to join the Discord is because we have a voice channel in there, and a lot of times we'll hang out in there. And you can talk to people from Hong Kong, Thailand. Like, you can get a lot of different views on a lot of different things going on in the world. If you so wish, make friends from all over the world. You can't just make friends all over the world anywhere. Okay, he says he's in Belgium. Aussie and Japan. Says in Australia /JP, which I would assume is also Japan. And we got Belgium in the house. Man, what an awesome community. Attracting people from just all over the place. That is one of the really cool things about YouTube, about, you know, having a community that's worldwide. Is there's just people everywhere. And you never know when that's going to, you know, come in handy. Like, something's going on in Australia and I need to just hit somebody up in Australia. Garden Warriors in New Zealand, which I'm American, so my geography is probably garbage, but I'm assuming is very close to Australia. Maybe not. Is New Zealand? No, that's Madagascar. It's close to Africa. See, I don't know. In proper American style, they didn't really teach us geography all that well. I only know whatever I knew. Australia. Dude, awesome. People from everywhere. Exactly. KC Knight says Australia. Awesome. Multiple people from Australia. And what a life to, like, be going back and forth from, like, Australia to Japan, which I'm assuming is what he said. Or he's doing, I'm assuming. That's pretty awesome, honestly. I don't know how difficult it is to travel back and forth from those places, but definitely pretty awesome if he has, like, maybe property in both places. Dang, they are coming for me, right? This is crazy. Oh, man. Oh, I'm cooked. Absolutely cooked. I gotta get out of here. Whenever they turn off my, like, blades, cooked. Come on. And I got, like, no speed going on either. Ah, dude, I am trapped. Help. Oh, I need that. Let me get that. Upgrade. Yeah. It's in the same time zone, so it works out. Okay. You travel, like, for business and stuff, Sunpulse, or you just happen to like going in both places or something? I don't know. Oh, man, that is not what I wanted to do. Bro, we are getting cooked. I need some health. Please give me some health. Why did my blades have to go away? I need you to stay. More blades, absolutely. Please give me some health. What just happened? All right. Yeah, fam, in both. Oh, he works in both? That sounds really complicated. That's wild. What do you do for work, Sunpulse, if you don't mind me asking? I love to get to know new people in the community. And also, for anybody who doesn't know, this is a pretty new channel, right? We are still working on getting monetized. Like, this is very new channel. Oh my goodness, what happened? We had both blades going at the same time. I was like untouchable for a second there. Upgrade our missile damage. But yeah, we're still working on getting monetized. That's why we're doing the super long stream on Friday. It's hard for me to tell, like, what is experience points and what are just these bullets that they're firing at me from everywhere. Bro, so many things to dodge. If only I could move a little faster. They definitely need to give more health in this game. And there's so much going on, it's hard to even pay attention to where those little blue dots are. Oh, there's some health finally. Right before the boss. Okay. Needed that. Oh man, it's going to take forever to beat this boss. Dude, I run into all of those things. Already cooked on some health already. Just barely missed that. Dude, always getting hit with everything. So many. They do not give you no health in this game. Like, very rarely. Maybe when I beat this boss, I can get some health. We haven't even got down the first bar of his health. Cooked. Do you think you could beat this game? That's what I need to know from everybody. Oh man, somehow I managed to not get hit by all those things. Man. I want to look at the chat, but if I do, I'm going to be dead. All right, we are like finally halfway there on this boss. Yo, it keeps getting stuck and like not moving. I don't know what that's about. Like if I accidentally left click, what is going on? Again, he just like got stuck and stopped moving. Says my trades are cooking right now. He says, all right, what's going on? He says, yeah, it's okay, it works. Kangaroo sushi, exactly. Solar energy. So sun pulse, solar energy. Wow. So you are more of a photosynthesis or solar panel kind of guy. Kangaroo sushi works well plus emu. Yeah, I know they eat a lot of emu out there. Or I don't know if they eat a lot of it. I was watching a show where there was like, they were in Australia and they had like these giant emu farms. Emu oil is actually really nice stuff if you've ever had it. So solar panels, because they are decentralized. Exactly. My trades are cooking right now, says that one guy. Orhan says that's very interesting. All right, that was fun, but let's move on. It is 2.5 hours into the stream. How's everybody feeling? All right. Upgrading the gear a little bit. This is that part of the stream where I start wondering what my wife made for dinner, because I be getting hungry in this stream for some reason. All of this thinking. That's very interesting. Orhan says emu oil. Dude, emu oil is really nice. But I never know how they get it, right? Like, do they just have like a machine that just like wrings the oil out of the emus once they're dead? I don't even know how that works, but emu oil is some of the nicest oil I've ever used. CK Knight says emu is cooking oil. Oh wait, my emu is cooking right now. Okay. I thought he was gonna say emu oil is cooking oil, and I was gonna be totally dumbfounded because I only know cooking or emu oil as like put it in your hair and stuff like that, put it on your skin, that kind of oil. Totally read it wrong. It's just me. It's a me thing. I'm the problem. Sell that sugar to the neighbors. Orhan, I think he means a fried bird. And emus are like, if you've ever been around an emu, they are intimidating. Like, they're kind of scary. Now, to somebody who has an emu farm or something, they're maybe not scary, but they like to run up on you and get in your face, and they're as tall as you are. At least their face is as tall as you are. So there's that. All right, so Prime Minister of Japan turned us on to this game the other day. It is a 3v3 tank game. I wonder if we could link up, Oh, it hasn't started yet. I'm like, why can't I move? Oh, man, it looks like everybody went over here. Let me know in the chat if this thing is lagging or not. I assume it probably is lagging, because why wouldn't it be lagging? Why would it play smoothly? I got another one. Crushing them. Dang. Come on. Let's go. Got another one. Come on. Don't steal the kill. Oh, I stole the kill. Let's go. Site closing in 1 second. Oh, you can blow other stuff up? Oof. And you can like hide in the tall grass. Is kind of dope. Oh, dude, it definitely lagged. Gotta wait for my shots to reload. This game is pretty entertaining. Oh, I got another one. What I need is some health, though. Oh, that's my own guy. Dang it. I don't know. I enjoy this game for sure. Did we win or lose that one? Probably lost that one, I would imagine. Give me that health. I need it. Dang. Got him so close to down. Got another one. How many kills do I have at this point? Oh, I got another one. I'm crushing. Somehow haven't died yet. Another kill. Oh, it's a draw? Says, oh, that looks cool. Yeah, that one guy. I wonder if we could, like, link up and actually play this game together. I leveled up. Mr. J turned us onto this game. This is a great game. How bad is it lagging, though? That's what I always want to know. Can we turn, like, resolutions down? Let's go to general, damage number, team indicators, frame rate to 30. All right, I'm going to play one more round because I turned the frame rate down, and I want to see if this runs better. So for everybody who just watched the previous round, say like running better or less laggy or something. If you notice a difference, just let me know if you notice a difference in how much it lags or doesn't lag. All right, I got to focus. So when you're in the grass, you're invisible and you literally can't even hit them? Got one. First blood, too. Your boy killing it out here. Got another one. Still didn't take no damage. Another kill. Still at perfect health. Are we just shooting each other? We don't have like a zone we got to get or something? Oh, what happened? No. Accidentally clicked a link at the top? That sucks. Blues Guy says, hey, I want to play too. Well, head over to play.panzeradog.io. I will actually drop it in the Discord for sure. I'm going to put it, I don't know if anybody even knows this tab exists, but it's what I want everybody to see. Of course, nobody can like post in there, but I'll put it there, right? Because that way it won't get buried in chat so quick. Who is Hypothetical Socrates? Who is that? Chat going wild in the Discord, man. Love that. Yeah, Blues Guy. I dropped it in the what I want people to see tab. So did it move less laggy? I don't feel like anybody let me know. Sunpole says that's me. Awesome. I love to connect, the names because a lot of times people have totally different names. So then I get in the Discord. I mean, at this point, I pretty much know everybody, but I like to have the correlation, right? It's like putting a face to a name. Ooh, not getting me with that. Got him. Damn, I did it again. I can't with this game. Man, I don't think I'm going to start another round. Like, you start getting towards, like, the top of the screen, and then I click the links that I have at the top of the screen. So we're going at it while UG is hunting with the tanks. There's a free battle pass. Don't forget to claim your rewards if you level up. True that. Prime Minister just pops up, too. Just pops up on us. Maybe he's been here the whole time. Let's see. Opening this box. And oh, that's some cool animation. We got a kill quip. Take that. I don't know what that means, but I'll take it. If there's a free battle pass, don't forget to claim your rewards as you level up. Okay, but where? Where do I get the free battle pass? Prime Minister says sent you a friend request. Okay. I will hit that in just a minute. Is there like a free daily reward or something? Oh. It just came through. Definitely going to Mr. Foreigner, JP. Yeah, so we can add each other on here. That's pretty dope. I'm going to add my I'm going to put my friend code in the Discord as well in the main, well, not in the main hangout. Ah, man, I just clicked the wrong thing again. Why did I do that? So let's go to what I want everyone to see. Paste. All right, I dropped my easy friend request link in the what I want everybody to see portion. And now me and Prime Minister are friends on here. I don't know how we link up. How do we play? Sorry, I'm a noob. I'm still learning. Why does it say that I have something on here when I don't have nothing on here? I hate when it does that. So, daily rewards. All right, collect the daily reward. Said we can team up now and play if you want. Yeah, how do I do that? How do I invite you to a game? Probably in here, right? In friends. Yeah, it's a Denty. I sent you a request to play now. Okay, last time it took a minute to pop up. So hopefully it's just going to take a minute to pop up. Hopefully I don't click like the extra. Oh, there's the battle pass, right? Claim all rewards. Like I couldn't find it. I don't think I have any rewards. Also, I'm not seeing the request to play. We can team up now if you want. Yeah. Yeah, it's addicting. I sent a request to play now. All right. I'm not being funny, but I don't see the request to play. It's not in my message. Oh, that takes me to the Discord. Not what I want to do. Barracks, supply drop. Prime Minister, where do I go to do that? Gotta love some Web3 gaming. Woo. Says NFTs for this game are super cheap right now. If you buy an NFT, you get a pass for free. Your choice. Okay. It's pretty dope. I might cop one of these after I play a little bit. I want to team up, but I don't know where to do that. Try checking your mailbox up there. I did, and it says I have no messages. That one guy said, whoa, that's cool, bro. Yeah, that one guy should get in this. We could have a whole underground crypto elite gaming team going on here. And we could just take over some territory like that. I do need to link my wallet. Oh, you have to make like a slush account. Oh, this was on Sui, right? It's not loading. I'm trying to figure it out. Okay. What's up? My dog Josh in the house. on a Wednesday at 11 o'clock at night. My dog coming through. We've spent a long time raising everybody's crypto IQ on a new crypto narrative. And now we're playing Web3 games. All right, I didn't mean to click play. Let me know, Prime Minister, if you figure it out. It does seem, since I changed the frame rate, I got to try to look at it while I'm playing and see if it's actually better. Yeah, it's sweet. Okay. Yeah, this game is dope. I'm definitely going to probably grab some NFTs to give me an advantage here. I want like some kind of boss. Some boss gun. Ah, that wasn't good. I did not do a very good job on that one. Can I hit him? I don't even know. Oh, I got first blood? That's fire. Oh. Got him. Dang, we dropped down to 14 people on the stream. Guess people don't like Web3 gaming. What can I say? No, it's probably because it's late. Don't get it. Let me get it. Take it. Oh, got another one. Not today. Not today. Oh, I can't shoot through the trees. That sucks. Let's go. Oh, wow. I nailed him with that rocket. That's the first time I hit somebody with one of those. Got another one. Keep just picking up the health so nobody else can grab it. Got another one. Of course, like I'm probably playing like a bunch of like beginner noobs. So I feel like a boss. Why does nobody pick up the health? I don't get it. They like have no health and they're right next to the health pack and they don't even pick it up. Let me get that rocket though. Oh, and I just hit him from across the map. Ah, it's still lagging so much though. I hate that. I probably have too much stuff running or something. Got another one. Nah. I want that kill. Come on now. Got him. Why is that? Why does his tank seem so fast? Boom, got another one. And we win. Exactly. My dog JB in the house, and all of a sudden there are 21 people here. How laggy is it for you guys on the other side? Because sometimes it looks like it's lagging to me, and then it's not lagging to you. Oh man, it is lagging something terrible. I don't know. Yeah, we had some people come through, but they saw how bad this thing was lagging, and that was a wrap. All right, now I have a new button. I don't remember that button being there. I think maybe, Prime Minister, you couldn't add me or something because, like, I was still had to go through, like, I don't know, like the beginner stuff. Yeah, Blues Guy says it's lagging. Another great stream tonight. Yeah, man, it's been awesome. I'm actually going to close out some of these tabs that maybe we don't need and see if I can't get it to lag a little less. I don't got any new friend requests on here though. I hate when it gives me like a notification, like this little thing here, and then there's nothing to do. Like there's no notification. Usually that means like there's a free like daily thing to grab or something, and there's nothing. All right. Well, that was a lot of fun. Sorry if it was laggy for a lot of people. It was pretty dope. I gotta maybe stream this. Maybe I can stream this thing in the voice chat. Item materials. It literally says, whatever. And some poll says cool stream. Thank you. Just click play and it should link you to me. Okay, let me get back to it. Just click play and it should link you to me. Oh, okay. I don't know why I didn't do that the first time. So no player. Is it doing the right thing? Power up creates a health pack. It says 6 players 0 out of 6 players connected. I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. Does anybody know anything about not so much like frame rate? Let's see. It says we're running 60 frames per second right now out of 60. CPU's only at 55.3%. 0% dropped frame rates. So I don't think it's on OBS side that we're getting the lag. I think the lag is coming from I think it's coming from the whole YouTube side of things. They want you to turn up your bit rate. So is lower than the recommended bin rate. But every time, see, here, I'm going to try this, guys. Let's see how this goes. Every time I turn my bit rate to what they tell me to have my bit rate at, like YouTube recommends, it's garbage. And I will... I'll go to ChatGPT and it tells me like don't just do what it says to do. Says let's see, it's still not working. I'm gonna ask the team about this when I figure it out. We can try again next time. Yeah, bro, Discord be cracking me up. I swear. I know we got some funny characters in there. So I changed my bit rate. And I'm going to back out of this, go back home. So let's go. I know, I'm trying to think of a game that like always lags. So my CPU usage went up considerably. 75% and climbing. I'm not even doing anything right now. KBS, let's see, did it solve it? All right, now it says excellent connection. All right, let's try something because it seems like it's working. Let's see. Do we get rid of the lag? I turned the bit rate up. Before, when I've turned the bit rate up, it wasn't good. Let's just say that. Why does it just keep giving me team deathmatch now and nothing is loaded? Maybe I should have let that go for a minute. Okay, so we can toggle different. Well, I guess that's what I was playing earlier, right? I don't know. I'm trying to think of something that lags really bad. This game was lagging really bad. CPU is down. I'm not going to pretend like I know what all of this stuff means. Because I don't. Dang, it was connecting before. Now nothing is connecting. Let's go ahead and let's refresh this bad boy here and see what happens. Because before I was, do I want to skip tutorial? Yeah. Why is it treating me like a brand new person? Okay. Because before I would just click play and it would like connect me instantly and I would just play. Trying to watch it on my other screen to see if it's lagging. Because if we can figure out some of this stuff as far as the lag goes, that would be great, man. I really want to do some gaming to where it doesn't lag. Still looks like it's lagging. And I'm not even playing nothing yet, right? Dang. The colors in my bandana are terrible for streaming. Whose idea was that? I'll have to yell at my wardrobe specialist after the stream and tell them they really failed me today. Of course I have a wardrobe specialist. Somebody who's paid just to make sure I wear the nicest stuff. No, I'm just kidding. It's just me and my terrible sense of style. All right. Oh, well, I know one thing that lags all the time. So all right. If you are in the Discord right now, we're about to do the stake.com GambleFi of the day segment of the show. And I can see people bouncing back and forth and back and forth. Probably does hurt viewership a little bit. I'm not sure. Yeah, you caught that, Orhan? I caught that as well. You know that wasn't on accident, right? You know that was on purpose. Le Cowboy. It says it's like unlocked. Like, is this locked for other people? And I got the frame rate turned, or the bit rate turned way up. So I'm really interested to see if this is going to lag or what. Let's go. Now viewership dropped off, so everybody's in the Discord now. If you're in the Discord, come back over. If you could tell the people in the Discord to come back over, that would be great. It does seem a little less laggy. Can I just keep turning the bitrate up? I don't know if it works like that. Come on. I don't know. It looks a little bit better, but not perfect. That's for sure. Says I keep both open always, fam. Oh, what's going on? Did we hit? Now I have to like, oh, we hit. All right. I need a vote. I need a vote from everybody. Everybody, please let me know. Do we continue or do we take a chance to enter the trail of trickery, bonus, and win an amount prize? I don't know which one's better. Where's everybody at? Hit the jackpot live. Almost, not exact. We are playing 5-cent spins, so I don't know how big this jackpot gonna be, but let's see. 10 free spins, says Orhan. He was the first one to say it. That's what we're gonna do. 10 free spins. Let's see if they give us anything. Can we hit the feature inside the feature? Because that would be pretty dope. All right. So far, we haven't won. Won a lot yet. Well, we got 4 shots. 5, 1, and 1. I don't even know what that means. So 45 cents. 45 cents is a good win. 1 chance, 1 shot. Mom spaghetti. Exactly. I don't know. Does he do that like randomly with the shots, or does something trigger it? So that was it. But we won 68 cents, which on 5-cent spins is pretty decent. We're up to $2.46. We're above where we started. How long will that last? I don't know. Okay, then we hit the 10s. Take back everything. They took one spin. I thought we did all right on it. I don't know. Can I turn my bit rate up even more to make this run even smoother? Is that how it works? Come on, hit the feature again. Oh, we hit the feature again. All right. Secondary vote. Secondary vote. So I'm going to move it out. What happens if we turn this bit rate up some more? Like, I don't know what to close. What could we close that would give us more bandwidth? Oh, you know what? Hold on one second. I almost always plug the computer directly into the router when we're streaming, and I forgot to do that today. So hopefully that helps. See, I don't know if turning the bit rate up helps or not. Like, even my chair moving in the background seemed very laggy. Take the chance. Do it. We ain't playing. By take the chance, does he mean... You mean just the trial chance? Yeah, that must be what he means. CPA usage preset. Very fast. I mean, I would hope so. Intervals keep per second. Opposite separated by space. Oof. So we are at... All right, let's apply it. We turned the bit rate up just a little bit more. I don't know if it's good or not. All right, we're going to take a chance. Orhan wants to take a chance. I think it's AWS. AWS outage. Are they having another outage? Is that a thing? All right, we're going to take the chance. Wait, do I get to pick? I don't even get to pick? 4? What is 4 times 4 amount? So we won like 20 cents? Oh, that sucked. Oh, well. So expect half the internet to stop working. Hey, if we could just blame it on that, that'd be great. So far, we hit the feature twice, though. That was fire. Actually expect the whole internet to shut down at some point. Oh, guys, get walkie-talkies. Orhan is hilarious. Can we hit a third feature? I don't know. That might be asking a lot as we like almost hit the feature again. All right. We get a second chance here. This is some, GambleFi is a category in crypto. So technically speaking, we're just doing crypto research right now. You know what I mean? Like, this isn't even gambling. Oh, we got 4 shots? I don't even understand this at all. Oh, we got a lucky clover? What does that mean? Oh, a 5 times? But it only worked on 2 things? We got 92 cents, though, so we back up. Get that Starlink satellite phone. Bro, and you cracked me up exactly. We must Discord chat by any means. I'm still sure BTC will still be up and will be cheap. If that goes down, get ready to scoop it for real, right? Yeah, man, that's true. Let's see. Dang, I thought there was something there. Oh, they're washing us. Yep, when they start just not hitting anything, they're getting ready to drop us a big play. Oh, we get another shot at the feature. Come on. That was 2 shots at the feature, and we still didn't hit it. Lucky Clover, right? I forget you guys are a little bit behind. Well, that 10 spins was garbage. Still above $2 where we started, though, so I won't talk too much smack, right? I don't know. I like this part of the show. It's fun. Just doing the gamble fi with the friends. Who dropped off, though? I feel like not everybody is keeping the Discord up and the YouTube up at the same time or something. Because we just dropped from like 18 people to 10 people. Like, it got to be our regular people headed over to the Discord. Maybe some people went to sleep. I don't know. Nobody owes me nothing. Like, I don't mean it like that. The market maker is stop hunting on the roulette. Exactly. That is exactly what happens. We can apply crypto and chart logic to just about anything, right? Boom, that's like half the map, and we got 2 shots. So did we get more shots? Oh no, we only got those shots. So that color coin is 2. So I guess 2 times 5. I don't know what it is. That one guy helping run up the chat. Appreciate that. Roll call. Everybody drop a comment, even if it's just an emoji. I think people sleeping at this time are getting liquidated. Probably. Makes a lot of sense. Oh, they sinking us fast. 3 cents. Yeah, they sinking us fast. What is this bonus? So each spin is 5 times more likely to trigger. Oh, okay. This is weird. What is this? West High Noon Saloon, $3.75. So if we can get up to $3.25, we could just buy the feature. All right. Would have been nice if they gave me a better bonus than $1. The monthly bonus of $1 could have been more. I'm up till this Trump news comes out, says that one guy. All right, let's go. Feature again. Nope. Second chance at the feature. Maybe. Nope. Oh, like paused. That was weird. Degen hour tonight. Exactly. I'm here, been listening the ride home. What is El Cheeto doing? He's in the woods. He's in a tent. He's on a ride home. I guess he wasn't camping out, huh? Appreciate El Cheeto being here. Can we get back above $2 or will we lose it all? That is yet to be decided. Nothing. They're washing us. Rinsed. Says, nah, I live by a dope park. Okay. There's probably a bunch of dope parks in California, and I mean that in both meanings of the word. Man, they are rinsing us too. Come on, they could at least throw me a bone here and there. Sheesh. Come on, feature. You know it wants to give us the feature. So we can get back on top and keep spinning these 5-cent slots. I've never played 5-cent slots except for what we've been doing on here. It's pretty hilarious. People are getting salaries of the months. I'm expecting another dump money flush. I'm outside kind of guy. Sun gazing like a monk. Nice, El Cheeto. I'm with you on that. Oh, we got some shots fired. I can't say I know what any of it means. Back to $1. We needed something. It was cooking us. It was cooking us like a barbecue. Slow on low heat. Oh, we got 2 shots. Bang, bang. Oh, we got a gold coin. What does a gold coin do? 25. What does that even mean? Oh, we got the big win. Back above $2. Where could we go from here? Feature. Let's go feature. Nothing. Come on. This is just crypto research, guys. Nothing to see here. I think a lot of people already dropped off. Dang, I thought we were going to get the feature on that one. Le Cowboy. I don't know how all of that's like half the map and you only get 3 cents. Crazy. Roll call, drop a chat if you are hearing the sound of my voice. If you can hear the sound of my, if you understand the words coming out of my mouth, please drop a comment. Testing some risk to reward ratios. Exactly, El Cheeto. Did you see Bigfoot out there in the woods? I think he would have told us about that. He would have posted a picture of Bigfoot directly in the Discord. FBI would have been all in there. That should have been a bigger hit than 3 cents. Oh, we got 5 shots. I still don't understand what triggers these shots, but I'll take it, I guess, because it's usually a decent little up. Oh, snap. So close. Got a wild. Oh, so when you hit the wild, maybe? I don't know. That gold coin we hit was a decent hit, though. So if you hit the wild, that's how you get some shots. I'm like, is this guy a raccoon or a squirrel? Looks like a squirrel, right? Am I tripping? Appreciate everybody's participation. That one guy, El Cheeto and Orhan, is here. I like how we do really heavy crypto IQ raising, and at the end of the stream, we just be chilling. I kind of like that vibe. I hope everybody likes that vibe, because it's going to be a lot of chilling on Friday. I am not drinking enough water. Come on, feature. That was so close. Says all of a sudden black service. Yeah, Serban swarm me exactly. Says I can't tell your wig is in the way. Just kidding. I'm not sure. You talk whose wig? What are we talking about? We're washed. They're cooking us. We need a big hit or it's pretty much over. That was half the board. Still nothing. It's the life of a gambler, I guess. Cooked. Out of funds. Insufficient funds. All right. Well, that was the GambleFi. There is a link to stake.com in the description. Oh, okay. I understand what Miss Williams. Yeah, the raccoon behind you. Hey, you think this hair is a wig? Definitely not. And no, I'm not offended. I'm just playing around. But I tried to rip it off live on camera for you guys. Definitely not a wig. I wish it was a wig. Then I could take this bitch off sometimes. Excuse my language. But it'd be nice to just take it off sometimes. I'm watching myself do that in the camera. That was hilarious. I probably shouldn't have did that, but whatever. Yeah, I just did that for comedic value. I didn't think you were serious. They say the entire blockchain ecosystem is in his hair. That's hilarious, Orhan. There's a lot of interoperability in my hair, actually. You have better hair than me. My dad had thick hair until the day he died, which he died way too early at like 65. But that's besides the point. He was old and he had thick hair. I don't think I'm going to be losing my hair. If anything in my life, I might get like a little receding hairline, but I definitely ain't going to lose my hair. It says my hair is felling out. Blues guy to the rescue. What is it? Horsetail. It's an herb called horsetail that can help greatly with that. I know Blues guy knows what I'm talking about. Layer 10,000 blockchain. Exactly. Orhan. We're going to call it DreadFi. DreadChain AI. Yo, that's great. And then we'll just give an ecosystem tag. It'll be DreadFi, right? That's hilarious. Appreciate everybody who's chilling with me. It is rolling into, what, 3.5 hours? Yeah, so we're looking at 3.5 hour stream right now. Yeah, some poll says cross chain. Exactly. If it wasn't for this dread sock, my hair would be all in the way every day in every stream. I need to get sponsored by a dread sock company. I don't think there's any large predominant dread sock companies out here. Oh, dang, I didn't mean to do that. Back up. Mayday. Whew, I gotta get some food, guys. I'm starving. See how many likes we got. 469 likes. Yesterday got 719. I don't even know what the point of doing this now is, but I am still posting on MemeX. What about Zora? I wish I could be cool like El Cheeto, have like a $12,000 market cap. I get no love on Zora. And I guess it's somewhat to be expected, right? Somewhat to be expected. Miss Williams says, I would buy BreadChain AI. I know she means DreadChain, but BreadChain is pretty hilarious. They be baking over there on BreadChain. Story of my life. My hair is everywhere. Long strands appear, it seems, for no reasons. Hey, El Cheeto, dread it up. I know a guy. You have to trick the AI swarm to boost your Zora post. Yeah, okay, Orhan. Somehow. Yeah, let me know when you figure that out, Orhan. I even tried to post, like, actual reels and stuff. It was cool that they let you post them because they don't really let you post reels on MemeX. So that part was pretty cool. But, yeah. So the bitrate didn't seem to hurt anything. I jacked the bitrate up some more. I'll have to keep an eye on that. I just realized on OBS it tells me exactly how long I've been streaming. So that part's nice. It's 3 hours and 25 minutes. 0 dropped frames. My CPU usage is at like 74% though. So that's probably not good. For the Friday stream, I got to see if I can figure some of this stuff out. The thing is, it's hard because I'll think I'll do different things and I'll try it out and then I'll go live like as a test stream. But without all the people here and stuff, I feel like somehow it's not the same because I'll run it on like a test stream. Obviously, there's nobody on it. It's like a private stream and it'll look smooth. Like it'll look like it's doing just fine. And then all of a sudden, I'll do it while we're live, and it'll just be absolute janky garbage. So, I don't know. And go to their page. El Cheeto says, and go to their page, tease the algo to bring traffic to your page. I feel like he missed the first half of that sentence, right? Is El Cheeto trying to give me the sauce of what he did to get such a high algorithm? And yeah, El Cheeto, it probably should be. It should be obvious for me to like go to other people's stuff. Become a holder to unlock comments. So you can't even comment on posts unless you hold the token. Can I have your support too, bro? Okay. Wait, I have to drop money to like stuff? That's wild to me. And who gets it? Who gets the money? Zora? That's what I'm saying. And these random pictures have stuff. Maybe I need to, whoever that is, why they look creepy as hell. Yo, what? Anybody else seeing this? Yo, this person looks hella creepy. Working on Halloween glitch gifts live. Okay, that might be what that is. And here we go. Here is my own post with 0 interaction. I'm gonna send this to somebody. Oh, okay. So I'd have to actually send it. See, then they throw stuff like that on there. That thing's worth $100. Of course, that post were $400. Crazy. The cam girl's running it up. I don't see as much questionable stuff on here as I did before. It's starting to seem a little bit more like a real social media. But if I scroll long enough, I'll probably get banned on YouTube. So, gotta be careful. All right. Does seem like a lot of junk. Yeah, El Cheeto says follow some people. How do I follow people, bro? Everything I click on, I like owe them money or something. Here, let's see. Oh, okay. So I can click the little plus on people. Not on that person. Maybe we'll hit the plus on this person. It's like the only interaction I can do without paying money. It probably works a little bit better on mobile, right? We'll follow that person. Oh, we already followed them. All right. Okay, I can't follow them. I don't know. I'll keep you updated. We'll see if any of this does anything. The orchids. I like orchids. We'll roll with that. So how do I follow this person? Oh, I just clicked that. Oh, I don't know what's going on. I didn't mean to do it. See, and their market caps is like 100,000. Bro, there ain't no way. They have only 39 holders. What does it say? There's stuff that post worth $100, $300. Like, what? All right. I guess I just need to post more interesting stuff too. I just like every single person's post, right? All right. Yeah, click the plus sign. So, El Cheeto, did you just like everybody's profile? Is that the move here? Just like everybody's profile? I mean, they don't hurt you. Doesn't seem to hurt you for it. All right, I'm passing on that one. Upper Reality claimed successfully $11. Well, good for them. I wish I made $11 on here. I would buy some crypto with it. I guess I need to just post like pictures of my dog and stuff. So AI creating content, every interaction they do is liquidity for the market. I use it on my mobile. It reminds me of Instagram, but through Safari on my phone. That's hilarious. Real content too, but it's for AI interaction. They're probably training media sentiment models. Hey, I wouldn't doubt that. Orhan, I wouldn't doubt that at all. Well, rolling into 3.5 hours. I don't really have a lot more to tell you guys or talk about. I mean, I could just sit on the stream. Maybe I need to practice just sitting on the stream for Friday. Might be good to use Agentic on Zora and generate money. Yeah, exactly. Who's got the bot? I try to keep it relevant to what I want to see, but I follow whoever follows me too. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I have so many different social medias and stuff. It makes it so hard, honestly, to like interact with all of them. I would just like have to do that 24/7. I don't even know when I would stream if I was doing that, right? And I swear every platform hates crypto. Now Zora might be different, obviously, because it's based around crypto. But I'm pretty sure Twitter hates crypto. TikTok definitely hates crypto. Like I have a post that I posted, and I've tried to repost it like 6 different ways. And by a post, I mean a reel. And they won't show it to anybody. For some reason, it gets flagged. And it's not even about anything crazy. It's just about a crypto project. It was about that Hyperfund or whatever that was built on Hyperliquid. They will not let me show that to anybody. It gets 1 view, and I'm pretty sure that 1 view was me trying to get it to move. And then I did a post the other day, and it got like 2,000 views. No idea why. And then I posted again today, and it has like nothing. So weird. What's Agentics? It means like AI. I don't have the bots for it, but I'm definitely a great idea to ponder, as people who jump in on it early have already made a lot of money. Like AI models for whatever, of content, auto-generated social media posts. I mean, posting this stuff is super easy. So like, I'm finna just make another profile and just like run it up. Like I used to have on, if anybody has ever watched yo, here's a question. This is hilarious. Can anybody tell me the name of my AI assistant on any of my pre-recorded videos? I'm going to let that one run. I'm not even going to give out the answer. See if somebody can tell me what in my pre-recorded videos for a really long time I had a AI agent assistant who would help give the information, right? Like not live, but in the video. And if anybody can tell me what her name is, I will come up with like some kind of reward for doing that. But anyways, the reason why I thought of that is because I'll just take images of my old AI agent assistant in that same idea, and I'll just spam post those on Zora, and I bet you they be cooking. Too many pervy dudes out there, right? Like you saw, like some girl posted a picture of like the shadow of her, just like the shadow of a female, and it's like $300. Dang it! I don't know what's wrong with these controls today. They're like extra janky. Janky. Janky is the word of the day here at Underground Crypto. Describes anything that's not exactly what you want it to be. Is janky. I don't know what kind of words y'all use in other places. Florida, we have all kinds of slang words. If you know what a jit is, be like, oh, okay, them boys over there, they some jits. I didn't even realize that was like a Florida thing until I was older. I thought everybody said that. I'm like, does this look like it's running any smoother? Why am I playing this again? Because I turned my bit rate up a lot. And I want to know if this is playing like any smoother than normal or not. Because I got to kind of do my little research here live while we're streaming. Because it definitely is hard to tell if I'm not live with everybody. All right, let's see. Orion says real content, obviously the best. The essence of a woman, $300. People these days. Yeah, exactly. Orion, you get it. And I don't know. I mean, is my content real content? I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe it's not. At least like I would think that the video post, right? The video should be worth something. Somebody says it's worth 42 cents. That one's worth 43 cents, 42. Like, but like, just no love. I'm not complaining. It is what it is. But one day I'm going to figure it out. All right, everybody. I appreciate everybody being here. I'm going to hop off. I'm tired. I want to eat some food. It's been a great stream. Hopefully you could explain what X402 is to a friend. We raised El Cheeto's crypto IQ, and he now knows what the word agentic means. So that's good. And, yeah, the Discord, I'm sure, is probably still popping. And just guys in the Discord, I don't really care most of what y'all say, but like try to keep the like crazy swearing and stuff down to a minimal, almost none. That would be great. I don't. It happens randomly. I see it, but like just don't be saying like crazy stuff. Like one day, Orhan was in there just talking about he eat ass, and I was like, oh man, I had to delete that comment. So let's try to keep it a little bit chill because I don't expect there to be a bunch. I don't expect there to be like a bunch of kids in there or nothing, but like, let's keep it quality, guys. The memes are funny, the jokes are funny, but let's keep it quality, right? Orhan, I know you were joking. I know he wasn't being serious. All right, everybody, stay underground, stay crypto, and I will see you in the next one. What are we going to go over tomorrow? I don't know. It's rather going to be flash loans or meme coins with IP rights, and you'll have to just look and see what I post in the Discord tomorrow. Have a great night, everybody. Got to figure out how to end the stream here. All right. Later. Crypto Ron out.